I don't really be having nobody to talk to for real, so I grab my mic and play a beat, express myself. That's my therapy. I rap about shit I want to talk about, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kinda sad. I miss my nigga, dawg. I wish I had somebody to talk to about these feelings, dawg. And even though you try to talk, they ain't gonna listen, dawg. I hope it is when I blow up, they like I'm tripping, dawg. See, I can't take this shit no more. I'm to the ceiling, dawg. I grab my mic and play this beat, express my feelings, dawg. I wish I could have some assistance for my healing, dawg. It's like my heart was made just for folks to be stealing, dawg. And even though I feel wrong, I hold my head, man. You said about what you still, I got scared, man. I faced the devil on my own, and I ain't fled, man. See, I went head to head with him, and I ain't dead, man. See, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kinda sad. I miss my nigga, dawg. I wish I had somebody to talk to about these feelings, dawg. Like, even though you try to talk, they ain't gonna listen, dawg. I hope it is when I blow up, it's like I'm tripping, dawg. See, I can't take this shit no more. I'm to the ceiling, dawg. I grab my mic and play this beat, express my feelings, dawg. I wish I could have some assistance for this healing, dawg. It's like my heart was made just for folks to be stealing, dawg. See, so much love walk through that door, but still got hated. It broke so many fucking hearts, I know they hate. They say they always got my back, I know they flaking. I show so much fucking love, I know they fake. See, sometimes I wanna cry, but it feel like I can't. Sometimes I wear a smile, but it's really just pain. Sometimes I hear the devil, but I really won't say. Sometimes I wanna leave, but I know I just can't. See, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kinda sad, I miss my nigga, dawg. I wish I had somebody to talk to about these feelings, dawg. And even though you try to talk, they ain't gonna listen, dawg. I hold it in when I blow up, it's like I'm tripping, dawg. See, I can't take this shit no more, I'm to the ceiling, dawg. I grab my mic, play this beat, express my feelings, dawg. I wish I could have some assistance for this healing, dawg. It's like my heart was made just for folks to be stealing, dawg. I just wanna thank y'all for taking the time out to listen to me, This was my therapy session. This happens once in a lifetime, once in a while, so at this moment I wore it on my sleeve. Yeah.
Y'all come on, tap on in, man. We doing a community gathering, any and everything. If y'all want to join into the live, do the request. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go in tonight, see what's going on.
Yeah. If I ain't say that I love you, well, I promise I do. Sometimes, I may forget, but you ain't walking my shoes. So much trauma down that road, I had no choice. You trying to speak, but they wouldn't listen, I had no voice. See, I understand how you feeling, no more feelings. See, I understand your love healing, but it's killing her. It's like your heart was up for grabs, they just stealing her. That ice running through your veins, now you chilling her. See, I'm just trying to get more than I receive now. I started meditating, trying to find some peace now. I changed my diet, vibrating higher, no sheeps now. And burn some sage, make your bed, change your sheets now. If I ain't tell you I love you, well I do. Seeing this blood, I got lavender and chamomile. I'm sitting back, reminiscing, I ain't having meal. I'm speaking affirmations to the sun, and the sun's like angels around these braids. I escaped that gunfight. I feel the chill up in my bones, my spirit elevate. It's like I'm finally going home. You gotta learn to love yourself before you love someone else. You gotta learn to give it out before you get it for yourself. So what you get is what you give. Your life is your state of mind. You living how you live. Respect yourself, nigga. Yeah, your life is your reflection. Bless yourself, nigga. And stop looking like everything is outside you. Yeah, the moon, the stars is all inside of you. Look yourself in the mirror, do what you gotta do. And drop tears, cut off tears of what you gotta do. Focus on yourself, don't let nobody bother you. And understand what you desire, she desire you. If I can tell you that I love you, well, I promise I do. Sometimes, I may forget, but you ain't walking my shoes. So much trauma down the road, you had no choice. I'm trying to speak, they want this, you had no voice. See, I understand how you feeling, no more feelings. See, I understand your love healing me, it's killing her.
come on in. You know, just a little community gathering real quick, man. I'm playing one more, we going in. I'm gonna let everybody come on in, grab food, you know, grab your oodles and noodles, grab your juice. You know what I'm saying?
I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God.
Yo.
I'm feeling close to the me. I wake up and burn my sage in the morning. I sit back and close my eyes and feel energy flowing. I turn vegan, yeah, I changed my diet. I enjoy my pork and beans, but it was too many dying. I started reading too. I started learning the truth. Understand a lot of shit I learned, it wasn't true. I started wanting land, attending the flowers. I started setting some intentions before I hop in the shower. I'm feeling close to the God.
Come on in, man.
I'm feeling close to the God.
Community gather. If y'all want to join in, you know,
I'm feeling close
just
to
request the video if y'all want to join into the live, man. Y'all want to talk to them.
I'm feeling close to me. I started meditating. I started finding peace. I stopped believing in the sky. Started believing I don't really smoke weed. See, I smoke herbs now. Chamomile, the lavender, so calm your nerves now. I started healing trauma. You know, like shadow work. Ain't really have much growing up. So yeah, I did some dirt. But you see, I still forgive myself. I had to look up in the mirror. I had to heal myself. I had to understand my thoughts were powerful, nigga. I made sure I spoke my goals like every hourly, nigga. See, at this moment now, I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will find me as long as I stay on track. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. Look, I'm feeling close to the me. Creating wealth for these generations. I'ma speak the truth, I'ma touch their heart. You can feel my penetration. I'ma make sure they remember this name. Even though I'm fully healed, I'ma still remember the pain. But it's okay though. I'm a God, bro. Energy can't be destroyed. I'm alive, bro. Now I understand. What you focus on, grow big. I focus on getting a million, and I damn sure did. Now just focus, bro. Just focus, bro. Your life is your state of mind. Keep hoping, bro. Now just focus, bro. Keep focused, bro. Your life is your state of mind. Keep hoping, bro.
Hey, y'all tap in. Just community gathering, man. You know, so any questions, any concerns, whatever the case may be, request. You can join in, we can talk, have a conversation, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Any and everything. What's poppin'? Talk to me. Request a video. Y'all ain't gotta do the question thing, none of that. Like, yeah. You know, tap in. What do you say?
I am that. I've been that. And day by day, I'ma get closer to that. And I'ma forever be that. As I think it, as I speak it, as I write it, so it shall be. I am.
Listen, for those that know this song, I don't know about y'all, but that part, bro, I say this all the time, that last part get me every single time. What he say? He say, as I think it, as I speak it, as I write it, so it shall be. I am everything, and everything is me. Not that I created everything, but I am connected to everything, but attached to nothing. I am everything, but yet nothing. I am here, neither here. What's poppin', y'all, man? I am, you feel me? What's poppin', man? I hope y'all are doing well. How y'all feeling? What's poppin'? Yeah, man, y'all see the title tonight, Community Gathering. Real quick, I want to give honor and thanks to the ancestors, powers that be, that of course gave me the ability to, learn and gather information and convert that information into wisdom to be able to teach you all. I send that same energy out to y'all, man, to be able to obtain this energy, obtain this knowledge and this information, and convert this information and knowledge into wisdom to be able to teach not only yourselves, but the people, places, and things around you. I give honor and thanks, and I speak life and power into the powers that be. Amen. Ashe, Ashe-o, etc., etc. What's popping? Look, as y'all see, man, the title just say community gathering, any and everything. You know what I mean? Now, the reason I got this like this tonight, man, it's no specific topic, simply because, I get over like 100 DMs a day. I get over 100 emails a day. Just a lot of questions, a lot of concerns, a lot of statements, a lot of comments. So tonight, man, it's about connecting with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not so much just me, rambling on or, imputing knowledge or wisdom, but yeah, it's about y'all as well. What y'all can do is y'all don't have to do the question request. What y'all can do is do the video request. So if y'all want to join in on a live, we can have a conversation, whatever conversation, any and everything, ask me whatever, man. I'm here. I'm an open book. I'm going to attempt to be as transparent and honest as I can be. All right. I'm going to be as honest when it comes to facts as well, for those that may have, different questions about bodily systems and et cetera, et cetera. Before, I just want to do this disclaimer that facts don't care about feelings. Okay. So, if you want things to be a little censored and be around the bush and sugarcoat, I ain't gonna do that. So don't request. But yeah, just request the video box. Y'all can join in. We can have a conversation. Real quick though, before I add anybody on here, real quick, I just want to reiterate my story that I posted last night, right? So yesterday I was cutting this mango up, right? Well, a few days ago I got like 3 big boxes of mangoes. For those that know me and for those that don't know, mangoes are my favorite fruit, right? So I got 3 nice big ass boxes. You feel what I'm saying? Boom. And so yesterday, I felt like 2-3 of them out, man. It was nice, soft. I'm smelling them. They smell good. They smell like they're ready to get buzzed down. So, boom, I bust down one of them. You know what I'm saying? Boom, I busted down. Boom, boom, boom. I bust down the second one. I'm like, all right, this one looking kind of weird, but I still busted down. Boom, boom, boom. And then so the third one, like I said, it smelled good. It looked good. You know what I'm saying? It felt good, whatever. And so, but when I busted down, when I started cutting it open, the outside looked good, but when I started cutting it open, it was different. It was different brown spots inside of the mango, right? And so then I started cutting the pieces of the mango off, and there were strings. Like the mangoes was like stringy. You know what I'm saying? Now, I've been eating mangoes for a long time. You know what I mean? And I've been eating mangoes before I knew even what GMO and organic all of this was. You feel what I'm saying? So I know the difference between an organic mango and like a non-organic mango. See, an organic mango is not gonna have no strings. You know what I mean? It's gonna be smooth. It's gonna be nice, whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I got these 3 big ass boxes of mangoes. They say organic. I pay extra because y'all know you gotta pay extra. You know what I'm saying? And the mango was super stringy. Say boom off the dribble. I'm like, okay, this mango not organic. But you know, I'm like, shit, I'm gonna bust it down, whatever. So I'm still cutting it open, and now as I'm still cutting the pieces off, like the inside pieces was kind of like brown. You know what I'm saying? Like black brown. You feel what I'm saying? So now I'm cutting it open even more, and I see that the inside seed was rotting from the inside out. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, wow. So I had to throw the whole mango away. Now, why does that matter? You feel what I'm saying? Again, I'm just reiterating what I posted yesterday. I pointed that out because I felt like that was something. It was like a double entendre that life, spirit, cosmos, God, whatever title you shall, was pointed out something to me. You know what I'm saying? That, and it's something that this society, this environment has been so fixated on. You know what I'm saying? We tend to take care of our outside. You know what I'm saying? We make sure our hair is done. We make sure we smell good, cologne and perfume. We make sure, our makeup is done or our face is clear, or, you know what I'm saying? We make sure our lips are not chapped. We make sure our teeth is, at least decent. You feel what I'm saying? Because some people, yeah. But, we make sure, our outside appearance is up to par. But the problem is that the community, you know what I'm saying, this large community that we are a part of are so engulfed and so fixated on just solely focusing on the outside of them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know about y'all, but to me and for me, the best beauty to me is what's on the inside. Remind you, I cut this mango up. It looked good on the outside. It smelled good. But as soon as I started cutting it open, it was bruised. It was rotting from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know about y'all, but, inside beauty is everything to me. Outside beauty is just a plus. That's just an addition. You know what I'm saying? But what is your heart like? You feel, is your heart the mango seed that's turning black and rotting your inside from the out? You know what I mean? So, like I said, I just wanted to reiterate, what I was posting yesterday, man, because certain people had certain questions about, certain people wasn't overstanding and understanding the point I was trying to make. You know what I mean? Although I felt like, I expounded on it, pretty well, but, it's okay. But yeah, man, we get so fixated on making sure our outside look good, and not focusing solely on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Because true beauty comes from the inside. You know what I'm saying? True beauty, ain't too much I gotta explain from there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, yeah. All right, so let me see, man. What's up? We got a few requests, man. Like I said, real quick, for the people that's just joining, it's just a community gathering. Ask me anything. We could talk about anything and everything, whatever the case may be. You do not have to do the question request. Well, for those that don't want to join the video, do the question request. But those that do want to join and we have a dialogue, exchange energy, do the video request. I'm about to add our first person in. This is my first time doing this, so let's see what's going on. So, boom, we finna add Bontanica 7, Danielle, y'all. See if she gonna join in. Danielle, I'm calling you, man. What's poppin'? Pick up, man. Pick up. Yo,
Hi.
Grand Queen, how you feeling?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing amazing.
So I was wondering, what led you to, form this deep connection with spirit?
What led me to form this deep connection to spirit? What led me to form this deep connection to spirit? That's a great question. So to answer that question, right? I feel like that I've been had this deep connection within myself. I just didn't know what it was. I wasn't conscious of it. You know what I'm saying? And so and the reason why I say that is because even when I was younger, right? I always knew that there was something about me. I always knew that it was something about my life. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I explained this in my last live as well. Like, a few lives ago was that, like, somebody would do something that they know they're not supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
And they would get in trouble. They would face the consequences and the repercussions. But if I would turn around and do the same exact thing, my consequences and repercussions would be 10 times worse than that. And subconsciously, I knew what it was, but consciously, I didn't know. You know what I mean? So I feel like I've always had that connection. But what actually made me more conscious of it was, so I explained this story many times, was that I was basically locked up one time, right? And I was having it, and before that, you know, when I was in the streets and doing whatever I was doing, I always was big on government conspiracies. And so, yeah, so I was locked up one time, man, and I was, you know, me and this dude, my bunkmate, we was having, you know, a conversation about government conspiracies, and he mentioned this term called GMO. And at this time, I didn't know what GMO was. You know what I mean? He explained it to me, but, you know, because I think for myself, when I got out and I was able to go home, I looked it up myself. And
Right.
so from then, I started eating organic. And still eating meats and dairies, et cetera, et cetera. But then more information started falling into my lap out of nowhere, not even me looking for it. You know what I mean? So then I just started eating chicken and seafood, and then I started being a vegetarian. Then I went to vegan, and from there, like spiritual knowledge and becoming more conscious and self-aware of myself. Like I said, information just came to me. And I felt like what started that journey of being more self-aware and more conscious of myself was when I started to change my diet. It was, you know what I'm saying? It's sort of like this saying I always say, when a student is ready, the teacher will appear. And one thing I always talk about as well on these lives is that I explain that that food has a spiritual component. You know what I mean? And so as you start to transition your diet and you start eating and being closer to nature, which is what your DNA is closer to, your DNA will start to unlock. Things will start to unravel. You will start to remember who you are. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's that journey, what got me
Yeah.
here.
Okay, that's amazing. Yes, I love that. I 100% resonate with that too. I feel like I feel like our nutrition, I feel like where we are, like at our like base frequency
Mm,
in the collective, I feel like we really need to start with our nutrition like as the first pillar to get ourselves elevated.
yeah, facts.
Right?
Yeah, I agree.
Like how are you going to have clarity? How are you even going to have the mental cognitive capacity and clarity to get yourself to elevate yourself if
Yeah,
you're lacking like nutrients and
yeah.
minerals that you need?
Yeah, facts. I agree. And you know, I always say this too. I always say that how do you expect to enter the temple of God when you can't even take care of the temple that God gave you? You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I agree 100%. You know what I mean? Although I'm speaking metaphorically and more esoteric, you know what I mean, for those that are thinking more so surface level when I say that as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, I agree 100%.
Nice. Well, it's good talking to you.
Oh yeah, for sure, Queen. I appreciate you for tapping in. All right, I'm gonna talk to you. Peace. All right, let's see what else we got. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see who else broadcast. All right, cool. Let's see who else. Who else we got? Who else we got? Who else trying to join in? We got Mana Prenatal Massage and Wellness. Bet, pick up. We tapping in. Hey, look, if y'all got questions, if y'all don't want to join the live, you know, throw it in the question box. Yo, who's popping, Queen?
What's up?
How you feeling?
I'm good.
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
chilling, getting
Yeah,
off of work.
I'm glad you tapping in with me.
Yeah, I am. I just had a question. I mean, the question that she asked was my initial question, just like what got you started on your spiritual journey. But
Yeah.
I'm a little curious about the chamomile and the lavender you be smoking.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
What is that like? I mean, I've smoked
Yeah.
lavender before, but it was like laced with
Yeah.
marijuana.
Yeah, for sure. I feel it.
So,
Yeah. So before I opened my herbal website, I used to sell herbal smoke blends. You know what I'm saying? Like a healthier alternative, of smoking. Um,
hmm
and mostly it was for like different intent. It's called intentional blunts. You know what I mean? So for an example, one of my blunts was called the I Love Me blend. So you could smoke it for self love and et cetera, et cetera. I had another one called Divine Goddess. You know what I'm saying, for the queens that want to transition from smoking. But so it's different. It's different herbal blends that you mix together. You know what I mean, and you put intentions
hmm
behind. And all herbs they have also spiritual components as well. You know what I'm saying? And of course,
hmm
your intention. So, I
I can't hear you.
but can you hear me now? We good?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I bet. All right, for sure. So I don't smoke them now, but of course they're still good. So the lavender and chamomile. So the lavender was just for taste, but also the lavender calms the nerves. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Like just like chamomile push you like in a subtle sedative state, just like if you was to drink it as tea. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
mixing with what else I used to mix it with mullein. So mullein is one herb that a lot of people classify as asthma with because
hmm
mullein actually breaks down the film and the mucus inside the lungs, smoked or used as tea. You know what I mean? So I mix it with mullein, mugwort, motherwort. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just
Yeah.
put intentions behind it. That's all. It's not. It don't give you like a psychedelic effect or nothing. Like it don't get you high, but it does have an effect of the neural pathways and calm you down.
Yeah. Chamomile is my favorite.
Yeah,
I drink that like
yeah,
every day.
yeah, fact.
Lavender, I love lavender too. Like I use it when I massage and stuff like that. But for the most part, chamomile is my shit.
Yeah,
But yeah, I agree with you. It does have like that calm. I feel like when I smoke lavender, it slowed everything. Like it just made you extremely present.
yeah,
That's
facts.
how I felt, just like
Yeah,
in the moment.
yeah,
So
fact.
that was dope.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think if I have another question. Um, how
Mhm.
long have you like what made you do your Instagram? Because I know like sometimes when people are going on their spiritual journey, they like to keep it like really private and they don't want to like have other people included.
Yeah.
So what like brought you on Instagram and like how do you handle that? Like how do you remain humble and just like
Mhm.
not get because I mean obviously though
For sure.
it's a lot of it's a lot of women, what I'm saying, on your page and I mean people in general, but I'm just saying what I see, what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah.
so I'm just curious.
Well, before I transitioned to cooking with a blood, I mean, before I transitioned to the blood that heals, my first
hmm
Instagram, well, my first ever Instagram was my music page, which is Tone Levels. You know what I'm saying? That's my music page, and so I started, being vegan, man. When you become vegan, man, you learn how to cook. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah.
cooking and I'm throwing it down. You feel? I'm talking. I'm going crazy in the kitchen, like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I created an Instagram page called Cooking with the Blood. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Uh-huh.
YouTube now. And so as I started, like I said, when a student is ready, the teacher will appear. So when I started cooking, you know what I'm saying, vegan food, and then I started to realize like just because you're vegan doesn't mean you're healthy. I'm gonna say that two
Right.
more times for my vegans on here. Just because you're vegan does not mean you're healthy. I'm gonna say this for the ones in the back for the last time. Just because you are vegan doesn't mean that you're healthy. So when I started to realize that and understand that, I started to become more, not vegan, but eating more natural products. You know what I'm saying? And so when I started to eat more natural products, you know, I started taking herbs. You know what I mean? Never, you know what I'm saying? Really wasn't big on herbs, but I started taking herbs, and I started researching herbs. I started researching about the body and the chemistry of the body, the biology of the body. You know what I'm saying? And from there, I just started being more attracted to and engulfed to healing people, because a lot of people, you know, in our community, man, there's a lot of people that's really sick. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I just made that transition. I was like, shit, the blood that heals, you know what I mean? And, you know, I just feel like, one thing I feel like y'all have to, you know, what people have to understand, period, is that you only see what I show you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, y'all not really seeing me meditate for 2 hours. Y'all not really seeing me tapping into the astral realm and talking to different entities and experiencing other things. You know what I'm saying? So you only get to see what I show you. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, how do I have it? It's just balance. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, just giving you what I choose to give you. You know what I'm saying? There's this story, right? It's about a kid. This kid was able to, this kid had powers, man. He was able to talk to nature, like really talk to nature, and nature would talk to him back. Birds and trees and the sun, plants, whatever. Like he was able to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nature told him, he was like, listen, you cannot tell nobody that you can talk to us and we talk back. Because once you do that, two things are going to happen. They're going to look at you crazy. And the next thing that's going to happen is that you're going to lose your powers instantaneously. Of course, kid, he's excited and he tell people. The first thing that happened, people looking at him crazy. The second thing that happened, he lost his powers instantaneously. And so that story stuck with me for a very long time, because a lot of us get so excited when we tap into our true power that we want to show and tell everybody. You know, now it's entities and it's people and beings out here that will snatch your ass up and literally experiment on you and the powers that you have, just because you're trying to show off or you know
your ego.
You know what I mean? So, you know, again, how do I balance that? It's just showing you what I choose to show you, and showing you all, you know, what I'm allowed to show you. Because again, you know, I am my higher self. I am connected to the all-knowing and the all-being, but at the same time, we still have limits to what we can show, especially in this realm, in this 3D realm. You understand what I'm saying? Now, real quick, we have to understand something, the etymology of words, right? You had mentioned being humble. When we get off this call, when we get off,
you want me to look it up?
Phone in here, I'll look it up for you. Matter of fact, I got a dictionary right here. Let me look it up real quick. So I got a dictionary real quick, right? So real quick, we're gonna look up the definition of humble. And the reason why I want to do this with y'all while we on this live is because we have to understand the condition,
the power of the words,
and the indoctrination that we've been taught, the kind of words to use, and we've been told what these words meant, and we just don't think for ourselves, and we just run with it. You know what I'm saying? And so, real quick, let's look up the word humble real quick, right? Let's see, humble. Humble. Let's see. Y'all stick with me. Be patient, man. Be patient with me. Human. Humble. Humble is not in a dictionary for whatever. Oh, yes, it is. Humble. Humble. To make humble in spirit or okay, boom. Humble. The definition of humble is to make humble in spirit or manner, to destroy the power, independence, or prestige of, to lower thyself, and to lower thyself. That's another definition. To lower thyself. That's the word humble. Now, if we look up the word noble.
Hold on. So do you think, when you say, okay, so do you think being humble to the spirit is a thing, like to be humble to the creator versus being humble to other people? You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
do you lower yourself to God, or do you, like, you know what I'm saying?
why lower yourself for something that you are? Why lower yourself for something that you're connected to? If you have a kid, right? If you have a son or a daughter, why would you want your son or daughter to lower themselves of you? You as me as being a father, right? If I have kids, I would never want my son or my daughter to lower themselves for me. If anything,
Right.
I would want them to be as of me and or greater than me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then also we have to understand, and I'm speaking esoteric here, you feel what I'm saying? It also understands that if I have a kid, if I have a son and or a daughter, that means that my son and daughter has the same powers that I have, if not more. So that means that my son and daughter is not just connected to me and is me because of my DNA, my chromosomes. I created them. So we are connected. You feel what I'm saying? So why would I want my kids, my children to lower themselves of me, especially if you're connected to me?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Now
I
to
feel
say,
you.
my bad, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I feel you.
Okay, for sure. Now
Yeah,
to
I
answer
feel
the
you.
question as far as being humble to spirit, we still have to understand that we still using the word, we still using this spell. You know what I'm saying? We still using this humble spell. It's still a word. That's why they call it. But without the contrary of humble is noble. Now, being noble is what we've been programmed to believe what humble is. You know? So
The word, like you said, the word humble by our definition really means noble, but we're using the word humble. So in reality, it's more of like respect. Like, how are you
exactly.
maintaining your self-respect? How are you maintaining your respect for other people? Because, people get prideful and,
Exactly.
yeah. I got
Exactly.
you.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, my last question. I got it now,
Okay.
and I'm gonna get off. Um, okay, it's two questions. One, have you ever read Heal Thyself by Queen Afua? And
Mm-hmm.
then two, what are your like top 5 books to read for people who are, just wanted to get balance, ascension, and just getting closer to God?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have read that book, Heal Thyself, of course. My 5 top favorite books. So the first 3, of course, is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Facts.
That
The
taught me
Power of
how to
Now.
manifest.
The
Sorry.
Power of Now. Becoming Supernatural.
Hmm.
Powerful book. Becoming Supernatural. Powerful book. And I got so many books. Let's see. And you said the Becoming Oneself. For me, because I'm a man, another book is called The Way of the Superior Man.
Hmm.
And my last book is Myself. And the reason why I said it is because once you
Hmm.
sit with yourself and you disconnect from your phone, from the computers, from the TV, from people outside of you, when you cut out all the music, all the noise, when you sit in silence and you start to be within yourself, you start being able to read yourself. You start realizing, the etymology of realize. You start to see
Real
realize
life.
what you truly like, who you truly are, what you truly do not like. From then, once you start sitting with yourself, and I'm talking about in silence, no thoughts, no nothing, just being, you would then start to becoming closer to God, closer to yourself, closer to the cosmos, closer to your ancestors, closer to whatever you subscribe to. So that's my top top 5 favorite books right there.
I like it.
Yeah, for sure.
One of them I wanna you said The Supernatural. What
Become
was it?
Supernatural.
Becoming Supernatural.
Yeah, it's by
Okay.
Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Okay. Okay. I
Powerful.
remember that. Becoming Supernatural. All right. Well, it was good talking with you.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I appreciate you for tapping in, Queen.
Peace.
Peace. Yeah, man. Y'all know, man. Hey, man, we tapping in,
How do I
y'all.
get off? How do I get off? Oh, I
Should be.
see it.
Oh, you see it? All right, bet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Y'all tap in with me. Tap in with me, man. If y'all got any questions, y'all can throw them in the question box. If y'all don't want to hop on live with me, it's all good. It's all love. But you know, for those that want to hop on real quick. Let me see. No questions. Okay, bet we got some questions real quick. Let's see real quick. Quick. What do you? So one question is, what do you think about Blue Lotus? Blue Lotus is it's a mild psychedelic flower. All right, so this is when I was talking about the pre-rolls, right? The intentional blunts. My divine goddess and my dream state and my Zen meditation when I was selling the herbal blends, those two herbal blends did have a Blue Lotus inside of it. For those that don't know, Blue Lotus is a mild psychedelic. What you can do is you can have it soaked in like some juice, like some fresh squeezed juice. You could put it in some people put it in wine, and they put it in their wine and let it soak for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? And you drink it, you know, like a mild psychedelic, and just like smoking, you know what I'm saying? You can also put it in different smoke blends. Now, real quick, I just want to put a disclaimer out there because I know I got some healers in my live right now. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I know some of y'all probably, listen, overstand some of y'all. Smoke naturally does not supposed to be in the lungs, all right? I'm going to go ahead and put that out there real quick. Smoke does not naturally supposed to be in the lungs. All right, boom. We got that out the way. All right, that's the disclaimer. Now, you can put the Blue Lotus in some smoke blends. You feel what I'm saying? You could do your thug thizzle. So yeah, Blue Lotus is good. You know, boom, boom, boom. So let me go ahead and get rid of that. Let's see. Anybody else want to tap in? All right, let's see. I'm gonna ask one more question. Then we're gonna add somebody back in here. Let's see real quick. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see what we got. All right, so boom. So I'm gonna answer this one. Then we're gonna jump back in and add some more folks up in here, man. All right. So the next question is, what advice do you have for a cleanse to reset and refresh for better gut health? The question was, what advice do you have for a cleanse to reset and refresh for better gut health? The first thing first is what I'm gonna ask you is, are you ready to give up the things? Are you ready to give up the people, places, and things for better gut health? What do I mean? I mean, are you ready to give up the things that rot inside of your intestines? What does rotten mean? What rots in our intestines, right? Meat, dairy, processed food, chemicalized foods, etc., etc. Okay? That's the first question. Now, if you answer that question with a yes, this is Nai Mahaz. Forgive me if I pronounce that wrong. All right. Now we can dive into the, you know what I'm saying, the request. So that's one thing. Stop eating the things that are just sitting in your gut and that are creating parasites and worms and backed up fecal matter, right? One of the great things is, of course, doing a fruit cleanse. For those that don't know, fruits and vegetables have two different breakdowns. Vegetables rebuild, fruit cleanse. So if you're trying to do a cleanse, the best thing for you to eat consistently on a daily basis is fruit. And the best thing for you to drink that is much more hydrating than regular water is fruit water that you juice yourself. Yes, fruit juice is much more lucrative and hydrating than regular spring water. It has more minerals. All right. That's the first two things you can do. Now, if you're just doing that, of course, the gut health will take a little longer. But if you want to move faster, now we can move on to the next step, right? You can get some herbs. On my website, you can go to my herbs, thebloodthatheals.com. My super mover and my super mover 2. You know what I'm saying? It'll break all that down. Get up out of there. You feel what I'm saying? It'll break all that down and push it on up out of there. You feel me? Now, you have to understand. When you read the description of the Super Mover and the Super Mover 2, I have stated that I advise getting the kidney filtration tea. Why? Because kidneys help with the detoxing cleanse as well. Why? Because the kidneys is the filtration system of the body. All right. So, Super Mover 1, Super Mover 2. Cleanse the gut, get that lymphatic system opening and moving, get them lymph nodes up and going, get the probiotics that's already in the lymph nodes, start to kill that that bad bacteria, start to break up some fecal matter, all them herbs, then you juicing, then you got the fruits, then you got the seeded fruits and the citrus oranges with the watermelon juice, seeded, everything is seeded, by the way. All right, boom, you got all that going. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the herbs, right? Then you got the kidney filtration, because when all those toxins, all the fecal matter start to break down, that's been sitting inside your gut, that's been sitting inside your intestines. When it starts to break down, we have to understand that means a lot of toxins and a lot of other bad bacteria is now in rotation through our blood and through our internal organs. The kidneys is what? The filtration system of the body. The kidneys is what? Boom. The kidneys are the filtration system of the body. So when all of these toxins are in the bad bacteria are now back in motion because you're breaking down your gut, you're cleansing, your kidneys is what's going to push all that out some more. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah. I pray I answered your question. All right, so let's see what we got. What we got, man. Let's ask somebody in here real quick, y'all. Let's see who we got. Boom. All right, we got I am Chantel Powell. We added I am Chantel Powell. Miss Chantel, come on in the classroom. You raised your hand. Now it's your turn to speak. Chantel Power, where you at? You raised it. Okay, there she goes.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
What's poppin', Queen? How you feeling?
I wasn't expecting you to answer the call.
I'm gonna try to get as many people on here as possible.
Let's see. All right.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't really have a question. My name's Chantel. Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Queen. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. I didn't really have a question. I'm listening to you and I'm getting all the content. I just want to thank you for putting out all that material. Everything that you said today was enough to get anyone started.
For sure.
If you're really listening. So I guess, how are you?
I'm doing amazing. I'm doing beautiful right now. I'm sitting in gratitude, peace, appreciation, love, giving, so yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. I think what you said, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I think been watching your content, YouTube, everything, and I'm just like, all right, he giving you the keys if you're listening. So I'm like, all right.
So,
I feel like I know what to do to get started on where I'm trying to go. So yeah, appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. It's all love, Queen. I appreciate you for tapping in with me.
All right, you have a good night. I don't know how to exit out of this. I'm old school, but
I think you gotta click it and you click an X or something like that.
There ain't no X here.
Oh, it should say N. I don't even. This is my first time doing it, so I don't. You feel me?
Kick me off.
Let me see. Let me try to figure it out. Anybody know how to do it?
Who said love and miss me? Who know me on this?
Oh, you got some. Oh, okay. You got some folks tapped in with you, huh?
No, nah. I'm good. Anyway, let me try to get off of this.
All right.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, it's not working. Let me.
Peace. Oh, boom. She got it. Boom. Yeah. Always a pleasure, man. Y'all tap in with me, man. Come on, join in, ask questions, whatever you want to ask, whatever conversations. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, man. Ask the questions. If you don't want to jump into the live, you know, you can ask questions in the question box. Whatever you want to do, Shani. You feel me? This right here is natural spring water from the Highland Mountains. I think it's over there in South Carolina or North Carolina is one of them. But I get this spring water from the mountains. It is naturally, the natural pH is 8.3. Why do I emphasize natural pH, right? I emphasize natural pH because we have to understand that some of these, if not most of these, if not all of these alkaline waters that are being sold in the stores are not naturally alkaline. What does that mean? That means this is regular filtered water with added minerals, and added different chemicals to make it alkaline. Now, yes, it is much more healthier than the regular, water. All right, it's definitely. But again, when a student is ready, the teacher will appear. So obviously, I'm saying this for a reason for those that are out here, right? So this is natural spring water. So that means that this comes directly from a spring. You know what I'm saying? It's literally bottled at the source. You feel what I'm saying? So where does the minerals come from? It comes from the rocks and, et cetera, and the other minerals and the other things that's in the electromagnetic field of the earth that is flowing from, it got the regular flow, natural spring water, right? You know what I'm saying? So, look, man, come on, yeah. All right, y'all. So let's see what else we got, B. What else we got, B? You feel me? Word to moms, B. You feel me? Hold on, my bad. I got you. Hold on. Peace, love, and wellness. Hold on, I got you. I'm finna add you right now, Queen. I got you, man. I got you. I'm finna add you right now. Peace, love. You keep raising your hand. I see you. Hop in. Come on. What's up, man? What's up? Yo. We can't hear you. If you on here, we can't hear you. Peace, love, and wellness. We can't hear you. All right, don't worry about it. I'm finna try to find you in here. Hold on real quick. Okay, so let me see. What would you recommend for increasing iron significantly? Okay, boom. One of the things that you can do when increasing iron, okay, so you got lentils. You got the green lentils and the red lentils, high in iron. What you can also do is kale, high in iron. Now, if you're not so much of, on that kind of diet, you feel what I'm saying? It's all good. I have a tea on my website. It's called the Iron Up Tea. You can go on my website. You can purchase the Iron Up Tea or listen, I'll tell y'all all the time, look, listen, it ain't about the money. It's about y'all helping me heal you. You feel what I'm saying? So you could just go on my website. You can look up the ingredients on my Iron Up Tea, and you can create your own Iron Up Tea as well. It's all up to your choice. You can purchase it or you can create your own. You know what I mean? Drink the iron. So burdock root. What else you got? You got burdock root. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all real quick. If your iron is low, that means you have calcium problems as well, or you were deficient in calcium, which is also vitamin D. You know what I mean? So what you could do as well is hop in that sun. You feel what I'm saying? Because what we don't understand is that 45 minutes of the sun, just 45 minutes of the sun hitting our body literally converts vitamin D into calcium and vice versa. We're just like plants. When the plants are in the sun, it's converting all the minerals and vitamins it needs to grow. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You can do that. I pray I answered your question. Peace, love, and wellness. Let's see what we got. We finna add somebody else up in here, man. Yeah. Y'all keep adding. Keep on coming. Okay, who we got? We got Gisette Nanny. You raised your hand, so I'm picking on you, buddy. Where's Jam? Come on to the front of the class. You all the way back there. Come on to the front of the class.
Hi.
What's poppin'?
I just wanted to ask, what do you recommend, like, eating or beginning to eat when you want to, like, cleanse your kidneys and stuff?
Cleanse your kidneys?
Yeah.
The best thing to do to cleanse your kidneys is watermelon. You could do seeded watermelon, all the melons, actually, the melons and the berries. Melons and berries, you can juice them and or eat them regular. What I do advise is that if you're trying to cleanse your kidneys, do not mix the melons and berries. Eat them separate. And what I mean by that also is that a mono fast. So for an example, if you wake up in the morning and you bust down some watermelon, that means eat watermelon for the rest of the day. Don't even intake any melons. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Really good. And you know, you can go on my website. I got some kidney filtration tea. You can look at the ingredients, you know, research some herbs. That'll get you right. Milk thistle.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the only question I really wanted to ask.
All right, for sure. It's all good, Queen. I appreciate you for tapping in.
Of course. Damn. I don't know how to get out of here either.
You don't know how to get off either?
No.
Let me see. I don't even know how to do it either. I'm gonna be honest with you, but let me try to figure it out. I know it should be like an X button or something. Let me see. Somewhere, boom, boom, boom.
Hold on.
I don't know. Then my first time. Oh, boom. She got it. See? Y'all figuring it out. All right, let's see. Who we got next? Well, real quick, I'm gonna double back real quick in the question box real quick. Oh, that's an interesting question. Oh, man. All right, let's see. Sheesh. Do your necklace have a specific meanings? Yes, they do. So do you believe in God or source? I believe in everything. A1 Tailor Made asks, do you believe in God or source? I believe in everything. I believe in God. I believe in source. Why do I believe in that? Is because it is all the same thing. It's just a title. It's a title that us as humans in this flesh have agreed upon of something that we feel exists outside of us and is much more powerful than us. Okay? So I believe in source. I believe in God. You know, so yeah. I pray I answered your question. That was an interesting question. That was a question right before that question. That was right before that question, man. Oof. Do you think? Nate, bro. Listen, I swear, man. All right, let's see. Let me add somebody else in here. Oh, oh man, I bet. Let's see what we got. 3 Zone. I'm adding you in here. Let me see. Did I do it? Oh, let me see. I don't know. Let's see. 3 Zone, tap in.
Peace, God.
Yo, peace, Queen. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How about you?
I'm feeling beautiful. I'm feeling amazing.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, I got a couple of questions. I saw you on your Instagram and your TikTok watching watering your plants.
Yeah.
Now, I'm pretty just listening to you talk. You seem very in tune, and just the way you communicate. I don't even want to just call it watering. It's like you're communicating with the plants. The way you communicate with them is like, you know, they're alive. Like, what connection do you have to plants? What do they feel? What do they bring out of you? I know it's nature, and you talk about nature, and you have a great understanding so far.
Sure. Yeah. So what? I love that question. What connection do I have with nature, with my plants? I'm gonna keep it gangster with you, right?
Please.
So boom. I feel like it's in my DNA. And the reason why I feel like that is because if we look at our thumbprint, right?
Mm-hmm.
We look at our thumbprint, right?
Yeah.
And if we chop down a tree and we see the stump, and we see the stump of the tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, boom. Now, if we look up pictures of different galaxies, right? And they like twirl and go wider and wider, right? Now, if we cut off our hair and we get like a little low fade, and in the back of our head, in the back of the center of our head,
spiral.
okay, okay.
Everything
You tap, okay. Now, if you look at our hair,
Mm-hmm.
you look at our hair, everything natural grows towards the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Everything natural grows toward the sun. I'm gonna say this one more time because dude just walked in. The same dude that keep coming in 5-10 minutes late, come in with the headphones. I'm gonna say this one more time. Buddy in the back, take your headphones out for me real quick. Appreciate you, my dude. Now, everything natural grow towards the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at our hair, now the reason why I say this is because I don't feel like I know.
Mm-hmm.
Before we went to war with a certain beings
Mm-hmm.
and certain entities,
Yep.
we were in nature. We wasn't in apartments. We wasn't in houses. Although we did have a nice luxury living, but also we wasn't in artificial light from a 9 to 5.
Exactly.
We wasn't sitting, which actually depletes and dehydrates our prostate, male and female. And for the women, it goes from prostate to ovaries, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were in nature. That's how we were so intuitive. That's how we were able to manipulate energy.
And we came.
You understand what I'm saying? So, and why does this matter? It matters because before we went to war with certain entities, right, and these certain beings,
Mm-hmm.
we were already in nature. We went to war and we just lost. We was already, millions of us was already here. Let's get that straight. See, what we have to understand is that these beings, they advertise and they brag about any and everything. But if you go to their museums, they don't brag about different slave ships. There's not a lot of slave ships you see.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's another programming and indoctrination that they told us. We all came from a certain, we all came from here because this is our shit.
Mm-hmm.
We was already in nature. So with me having all these plants, I'm right now I'm manifesting land. I'm manifesting acres to get back to my indigenous area, my indigenous sanctuary, paradise, temple.
And I love how you're going to the source. You're not asking the those entities for permission for their in their society and their law to come get
permission for my shit.
Exactly. You're going straight to the source. You're going to Mother Nature. You're communing with her. You're talking to her. Going straight to the source so she could provide you with that land, so she could provide you with that opportunity. I love the way I seen you grounded, I seen you eating your fruits in the nature, and I'm like, yes, this God is tapped in. I'm not gonna call you a king or belittle you like that. You're a God. You're a soul.
Hey, hello.
I love how you were talking when you were saying, when you mentioned to her that that you don't need to. It slipped my mind for a second, but
yeah, it'll come back.
Yes, but the spirals, talking about the spirals and like how everything's connected in fire and sacred geometry, and how just we're in everything. Everything is us. When we actually take our time to sit back and just breathe, even just breathe, the way the air circulates, even air circulates.
Yes.
And grow and moves in a spiral. Everything is vibrating, moving towards nature. And people look at nature like nature is chaos. Nature is perfectly organized. we are perfectly organized.
We are perfectly
Perfect.
designed.
They tell us the words are spells. All the spells that they teach us to cast on ourselves, telling us that, oh, nothing is perfect. You're not perfect. Oh, you need to strive for this. No, you need to strive for nothing. You just need to be, because you came here perfect.
Oh
Your
my God.
existence is divine.
You speaking
So,
poetry right now.
just
You speaking poetry right now.
even when I read your captions, I'm like, yes, it's just so refreshing. I love seeing my neuromelanated people just
Hello.
knowing themselves and vibrating in their divine peace and walking in their courage, because I don't even think that anyone can take that away from us. Yes, our knowledge, because we lost that war, our knowledge has been hidden from us, but it can never take it away.
Never. It's
DNA
embedded in our DNA.
Exactly. That's like, it's ancient. That's why when you were talking about we are the books, I'm like, yes, because the way I tapped into my spirituality is by tapping into myself. I was meditating. I didn't even realize I was meditating. I was just literally tapping into my DNA, having banter, asking complex questions to myself. I'm 19 and answering those questions. I was like, wow, you know?
Nice. Yeah. They tell us that we got 97% of our DNA is called junk DNA, right? And people don't understand. That's not, you wouldn't.
People don't ask questions. That's the thing. They tell it to us and they just like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
They say okay.
The sky is blue. The sky is red now. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh my God.
No questions, nothing.
Oh
Go
my
with
God.
it. But
Oh
yeah.
my God. Yes. We are everything and everything is us. We are connected to everything but attached to nothing, because we are multi-dimensional beings.
I am that I am.
I am that I am, and so it shall be.
Yes, Ashe.
Yo.
Ah,
Yo. People got to start thinking for themselves, man. That's it. Thinking that's why I emphasized and I made that point to a queen that was just on here a couple moments ago when she was speaking about being humble. You know what I'm saying? Like, they tell us to be humble, then they tell us the definition of humble instead of us going to actually go look up the word humble and see what it actually means.
That's because when they're not there to belittle us and to cast the spells on us, now they're implanted in our minds so we can cast a spell on ourselves. So now they don't even have to worry about it.
They ain't got to do it. We'll do it ourselves.
They already commanded the generations and to make sure we don't even look at ourselves. Like, when I call people God and goddesses, they look at me like, oh my gosh, no. I'm like, why are you running from your own power? Because it offends you that I'm lifting you up. So it's like, it's such a beautiful thing once you really get people to realize, yes, and that it's like, you see what's like, it's just like when you say people are what you call them. Like, if you like the notion that men ain't, ish. I don't believe in that BS, but like, then they become that. But once you call a man a gentleman, you watch. I remember hearing this quote. Once you call a man a gentleman, you watch his shoulders straighten up. You watch he become that. He embodies that, because you now created a vision. I remember Nipsey Hussle saying the greatest gift in the world is to inspire and be inspired. We not inspire and spark that light into him. Let him know who he is and who he can be, instead of the world just all he's ever heard is like he can't be anything, but now you just gave him a new light, new vision. So I just think it's so dope.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. We're gonna let that marinate. We're gonna let that marinate real quick. We're gonna let
on that one. I have one more question for you guys.
Yeah, what's popping, God?
Mudras. When you were talking, I was watching I'm very attentive, so watching the little subtle hand movements that you make. I'm holding the phone, so I can't really make it. But like, the different mudras and the different. Do you practice mudras when you do your meditations? I
most definitely do.
Yes, because you're strengthening your astral body and all that.
Yes.
That's all you're doing, your stretches. I just want to know if you know about like yoga and mudras and them strengthening your astral body. So when you transition, and not only transition to like the next life, but transition through your meditations, how do they affect you? How do they strengthen,
Yeah, so man, powerful question. I love it. So yeah, I do practice yoga. So before I even dive into meditation, the meditation of, you know, just sitting, legs crossed, and just being, I have to do yoga. I have to stretch. I have to breathe. And the reason being is because before I meditate, I want to relieve all tension. I want my body to be completely relaxed, so my spirit and soul can become more firm. Because if I'm just tensed up, I'm more flesh than anything.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I do yoga. I do all of that. You know what I mean? And so so how did that affect me, right? So when I first started doing meditation a couple years ago, and yoga, man, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You know, but of course, like I say, when a student is ready, the teacher will appear. So when more information starts just dropping into your lap, and it's sort of like you start getting used to doing yoga. It becomes more of a need to sit and be a lot longer than 10, 15 minutes. You know what I mean? So now when I meditate, when I'm doing yoga, I'm doing yoga for an hour first.
Yes.
This is before meditation.
Mm-hmm.
For an hour, I'm stretching and I'm being one with breath.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm diving into my meditation. Now, real quick, before I even dive into my meditation, I want to emphasize being one with breath. People don't understand how powerful
that's
breath.
Being one with source. Being one with breath is the closest thing you could be with being
oh
with
my
source.
God, breath. And people don't understand that, not knowing, not understanding and understanding how to breathe properly. It not knowing how to breathe properly is linked to over 95% of diseases in the body.
Because it shortens your lifespan.
Yeah, you know. Hey, look, you know some shit over there. You know some shit over there. Yeah, it shortens your lifespan. You have to learn. That's why before I indulge into my lectures, you know, I incorporated my sound bowl and meditation, and then I tell the individuals that do tune in to, when you would join me on this meditation for this quick 30 seconds, 1 minute meditation, breathe in and out only through your nose. The reason why I say that is because when you breathe in through your nose deeply and you try to breathe out your mouth, first, what you're doing is you're letting flesh control you, because the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to breathe in and then you go, That's the last thing you want to do. You want to breathe in and slowly and get control over that breath when you breathe out of your nose. You know what I'm saying? It's controlling the flesh. It's controlling the lungs. It's actually using the majority capacity of the lungs, because most of us breathe through our chest, and it's short and it's quick. We don't even know how to breathe through our abdomen and then through our chest. So, you know, I be one with breath, you know, yoga, one with breath, and then I indulge in my meditation. How did that affect me? How did that? Always. And like I said before I started this live, all these questions, I'm gonna be as transparent as possible. With me growing up, with me being street oriented, my temper was quick. Why? Because when you in that kind of environment, right? It's kind of like in the Bible, right? The Bible, esoterically, it's esoteric, but in its 3D realm, I'm speaking that. The Bible says that when I'm amongst the Gentiles, I become a Gentile. When I'm amongst the Jews, I become a Jew. Now, when you're a street-oriented individual, when you amongst the killers, you have to embody that energy. You have no choice. So because of that, I embodied that. And so with me embodying that, because of that environment, I felt, though, as a man, being egotistical, being just super hard and super masculine, and not having that balance and not understanding that balance, I was programmed to think that any and everything's supposed to be resolved with violence. You know what I mean? And so, of course, as I started to get older, like I said, when a student is ready, the teacher will appear, and I started meditating, If
It's
somebody can
infinite.
control your emotions, they
It's
got control over you.
mm-hmm.
Period. And I refuse
Have
to let
anybody else
anybody
control you.
control me.
Mm-hmm.
Esoterically, I'm more intuitive. I see things before they happen.
Mm-hmm.
I dream of things before they happen. I feel I'm super, 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 super. I'm talking about super sensitive to energy.
And that says a lot about your connection with your divine feminine, because you just spoke about your divine masculine and how it interpreted and how it has played throughout your life. But now you've evolved through your divine masculine and you've tapped into your divine feminine, because
Mm.
everything that has to do with emotion, intuitive, intuitive nature. Excuse me. Um, just being open-minded and connecting dreams, that dream in the astral realm is a feminine realm, is the
Yeah,
divine feminine. So create connecting that physical, that I want that rage per se, that control, the control of the physical level and connecting with the mental level is such a beautiful like life journey to
yeah.
about the connection with the divine feminine and divine masculine.
Facts.
That is so dope.
Without divine feminine, there is nothing.
Honestly, it's the
Because
combination.
everything comes from divine feminine.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
And
That's why you know
you know
you
about
district you
parthenogenesis?
say that again?
Do you know about parthenogenesis?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Of
Okay.
course.
You know.
Of course.
It's,
You
it's
know, they say you disrespect a woman, you disrespecting God. You disrespect God, you're disrespecting nature. You disrespect
mhm.
nature, you're disrespecting yourself. You
Yeah.
disrespect yourself, you're disrespecting everything.
Mm, beautiful.
Everything.
Perfectly said. Oh my goodness. But yes, with the, you were also speaking about the tapping into breath and the breathing properly and
Say that again?
the tapping into breath and breathing properly and
Yeah.
really like expanding your lungs and like people really don't realize that it's a muscle. It's a way to connect with yourself. People don't take any time to feel anything. I feel like
Mm.
people numb. Like you
Wow.
don't pay attention to your breath. Like even just the way we distract ourselves with social media, with everything else around us. We're just going through life
Yes.
shuffling through whatever everyone else tells us to do. The life doesn't have any roadmaps, and I believe in failing forward. We're supposed to learn. Well, oh, before I get off track, one thing I want to hold on to is like this question I want to ask you about perspective, because
Okay.
perspectives have been changing. But anyway, we're holding on to these ideas that once we play on to this role or we play on to this roadmap that everybody else went through, that our life would be okay, our
Mm.
life would be perfect. But no, life is about discovery, self-discovery.
Yes.
That's like I think remember you said about energy manipulation. We came down here to learn how to manipulate energy and to learn how
Yes.
manipulate and understand ourselves, understand the world around us, and make connections that will help us grow through this journey.
Mm.
But we're so disconnected from it because we're so attached to these physical things, these
Yes.
tangible things that dissipate, these tangible, the desire for more, the desire for just for just quick fixes and quick pleasures that
Mm.
don't fulfill us, that keep us just wanting more. Because as soon as that pleasure is achieved, as soon as that you get it, you're depleted. You feel
Yeah.
empty. You feel worthless, and then you want
And
more. But when you truly tap into yourself,
mm.
that's when you feel full.
And
Mm-hmm.
it's interesting that you say that because I made that same similar point when it came to food, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, when you eat certain food, like I've had conversations with certain people. I said, listen, you eat this way, right? I said, boo, eat that way. But check this out. Next time you eat this, don't take a bite and chew 2, 3 times and then swallow.
Mm-hmm.
Take your time and chew and see if that shit is really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And and
Yeah.
and and when it comes to energy, like you said, a quick fix.
Mm-hmm.
I also made a point a few lives back was that I'm grateful that my mom did not let me eat at a lot of people's houses. Why? Because when you cook, whatever energy that is embodying you right now, that energy is going into the food. And so when you take that food and you eat it, you're now embodying that energy. That's why if you go to Wendy's and you go to McDonald's and you eat because you're hungry, or you're not even really hungry. You just feel like you're hungry because it's a psychological emotional thing with the colors and the chakras, et cetera, et cetera. But that's a whole nother conversation. But when you go to Wendy's and you go to McDonald's and you eat this food and you're full for an hour or an hour and a half, now you're hungry again. Yeah. It's not fulfilling. But yet, if you have somebody in the kitchen or when you cook yourself and you're feeling the energy of love, of gratitude, and putting intentions behind any and everything that you do, and you sit down and eat this food, it's much more fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? You're full, and then you're full faster, you're full longer, so yes.
You feel satiated, you feel one with the food. I saw you like giving the food grace and giving your food thanks when you're eating it. And
I speak life and power over it. I got to. I have to.
As you should. And I was like, yes. I just observing everything. I'm a very observant person, so I just taking notes. My last question before I get off here, I gotta study for my finals. But perspective. Like, I know there's an energy shift going on around the world. There's consistent energy shifts, but I've noticed like how perspectives change. Like, I'm curious about your perspective throughout your spiritual journey, because I know once you tap into all this knowledge, everything looks different. You walk into every room different. You see every wall different. When you go into nature, you appreciate it more. You do everything with gratitude. And even on your worst days, like the download. It's like, okay, it's kind of like you buy a new house, walking into a new house. It's your first time being there, so it's a completely different feel. Then like now you live there for 2 years. Now you're familiar with it. Your perspective is different. You understand this better. You know every crevice. So what is your perspective on and how has it changed throughout your spiritual journey?
Well, because I'm here now, when I had these certain conversations with people and, these dialogues, I let people know, like, listen, once you cross over and you put these glasses on, you can never take them off. Yeah. But when it comes to different perspectives and how my perspective change was, to me, it's as simple as, because I'm so resilient and my upbringing in my life was a little different. I'm very comfortable with the uncomfortable. Yeah. To put it in simplest words, I'm very, very comfortable with the uncomfortable. When I was growing up, of course, I'm sure all of us have these stories. Most of us have these stories about growing up in a church home. You know what I'm saying? And when I was going to church, even when I was in the children's church, we would read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But I would have questions that nobody could answer. Yeah. Nobody. And it frustrated me. You know what I'm saying? And of course, as I got older, I'm starting to pay attention, like, okay, what's going on here is that we are being told what to think. We're not questioning what this person is telling us to think, and we're just going along with it. And so when I question it, I'm wrong. I'm getting in trouble. God, that is what's the word? Blasphemy. For questioning something that I don't understand, understand. And so because nobody could answer these questions, that was uncomfortable with me. It was uncomfortable, but I was comfortable because now it's in my DNA. So now I have the opportunity to go venture off and really know what's really going on here. Yes, and you find and so as I just started learning and going, just to answer your question, the simplest way is just I've always been comfortable with the uncomfortable. Even with the community, you know what I'm saying? Every time I get on live and people ask me questions, like, it challenges me. It makes me uncomfortable, but I love it because
You get to grow. You get to challenge yourself. You get
the
to
only thing constant is change. And if you are not changing, you are not growing. I'm going to say this 2 more times because we understand the power of the 3, 6, 9.
and a 9. Oh, yes, sir.
The only thing constant is change. And if you are not changing, you're not growing. I'm going to say this 1 more time for Buddy in the back that still got his earphones in.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing constant is change. And if you are not changing, you're not growing. So to answer your question, I've always been comfortable with the uncomfortable.
I love that. I love that. That was a great answer.
Yeah, for sure.
Pulling me on. I'll let someone else get on here with
Hey,
me.
gratitude for you tapping in with me, God. I appreciate you.
Peace, God. Have a good
Peace, peace.
I gotta figure this one out too.
Yeah, we all gotta figure it out. It's all good. Take your time. We're gonna figure it out one day. We're gonna figure it out one day. Powerful, man. That was powerful right there.
It was. I really appreciate that.
Gotta let that marinate right there, bro.
I have no idea how to do this.
I guess I'm gonna still try to figure it out. On my end, I don't know. It don't let me. Oh, okay, boom. She got it out of here. Cool. Gratitude, major gratitude for the beautiful goddess that came on here, man. Man, powerful dialogue. Exchange of energy. Man, wow. Amazing. Powerful. If y'all got questions, put them in the question box. If y'all want to join the live, we're going to join the live. Hey, it's a community gathering. We in the community. We in the, what they call it in the apartment, what they call it, we in the clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? The community house, you feel me? Yeah, if y'all want to join into the live, man. That was, man, major gratitude. Major gratitude to every being. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Major gratitude to every being, every person that has joined, man, because wow. I may do this more often. The community gatherings, probably do a live lecture and then a community gathering because, that energy is needed. You know what I'm saying? Listen, now, for those that's going to understand this and understand this surface level, so be it. But for those that are esoterically speaking as well, you know what I'm saying? In the Bible, it says, when 2 or more gather in my name, it said that when 2 or more gather in my name, say this one more time, when 2 or more gather in my name, that's what the Bible say. It's what that matters. Not even just the Bible. This is what the Quran. This is what the Quran say. This is what the Bhagavad Gita say. When 2 or more gather in my name, when 2 or more gather with the same energy, when 2 or more gather in the same manifestation, when 2 or more gather with the same frequency. For those that get it, get it. For those that don't, what's for you won't miss you. All right. Let's see what else we got. I'm gonna tap into this question box real quick, see what's going on. Let's see real quick. Then we're gonna add somebody back up in here. Let's see. When is the last time you were sick? And if or when you feel a cold coming on, what is your go-to? Who is this? This was Jazzy Love 2114. Gratitude for your question. And listen, I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. When was the last time I felt sick? I don't get sick. First off, let's rewind a little bit, right? When a person got a little sore throat, right? or when a person wake up and let's say they got a bloated nose, right? And out they mouth, again, spells, out their mouth, the first thing that come out their mouth, out there, out the black hole, the wormhole, the vibrations, the frequency that you speak, that manifest. As I think it, as I speak it, as I write it, so it shall be. I'm getting sick. Now, whether you're sick, whether you're getting sick or not, rather, if it's just your body creating a mucosa response to eliminate waste, not you getting sick, but if your body just creating a mucosa response to eliminate whatever foreign that's inside of your body. See, your body don't know the difference. See, the universe don't know the difference. See, God, the cosmos, they don't know the difference. They don't know the difference of what? They don't know the difference of you actually getting sick or you just saying that you're sick. So when you wake up and you got a little sore throat and you blow your nose and you instantly think and speak, I'm getting sick, guess what happens? You get sick. Because why? You are manifesting sickness inside of your body. So I don't get sick. And for those that do, may get a little runny nose or a little cough, I advise you to stop speaking spells that make you sick because your body don't know the difference. Once you speak it, so it shall be and so it is. Now the last time, now what I can say is that when my body feels a little weird, I know what's happening because I'm so in tune. I know what's happening. Okay, let me explain. A couple months ago, right? For 3-4 days, I could not sleep, right? I would wake up in the middle of the night, consistently, hot, sweating, blowing my nose. I'm talking about all night, right? A couple months ago. Now I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I have not blown my nose in so long. I know I'm not sick, period. I'm not even finna speak that over, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not even finna do none of, I'm not even finna, manifest none of that. I know I'm not sick, so what is going on? So, boom. 3-4 days go by, go through that transition. Listen to the words that I'm using. I'm very particular, I'm very specific with the words that I use because I understand the power of my words. So as I was going through my transition, the 5th day, now I explained this in my live before. The 5th day I woke up, right? And I'm like, I think it's about like 3-4 p.m. Boom. You know, I'm doing my daily rituals, whatever. But about 3-4, you know what I'm saying? 3-4 in the afternoon. And, you know, my flesh like, hey, buddy, we need a little something down here. You feel me? So, you know, I go into a restaurant. Vegan, by the way. Been vegan for 7 years. I go into a restaurant and I'm like, what is that? What's that smell? Like, I eat here all the time. Peep gang now. Peep gang. I eat here all the time. I'm like, you know what? I may be tripping. Maybe it's just one of them days. You know, restaurants have them days, you know what I'm saying? When they got to clean up, deep clean. And then the next day, you know, it got to air out a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm like, you know what? All right. Boom. Whatever. You know, I order the regular. Boom, boom. Hey, yes, ma'am. I get the you know what I'm saying? And man, I get the, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. You know, so boom. You know, my little drink come, you know, I'm like, I better drink the drink bowl. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I did sniff the drink a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just to make sure I wasn't tripping. So, you know, maybe about 10, 15 minutes go by, you know what I mean? And my food come. And now I'm like, what? I'm like, blood. You know, I'm thinking to my, when shit start being weird a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You start scratching your head like, bro, what the fuck? And you start getting itchy and shit, like you seeing a whole bunch of ants, you know what I'm saying? Like, but what the hell? Damn, boy, what the hell is that smell, bro? It's the regular vegan restaurant I go to. I ordered the regular, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I pay no mind. That's strike two. So I eat it, I take a bite, and I spit it out. I'm like, yo, what the I'm like, you know what? Boom, you know, I paid for the food, whatever, you know, it's all, even though I didn't eat it, but, you know, it's all good. Boom, you know, the chef back there, boom, boom, you know, the waitress, you know, I got to tip her. So I'm like, no, I'm just going ahead and, yeah, you know, but boom, I got up out of there. And I'm like, you know what? Let me try something, because now my intuition is speaking to me. My higher self, my ancestors, God, the cosmos is talking to me now, right? And so I go to another restaurant. Just that I'm not going to eat at this point. I'm bulling on eating. You know, I just drink me some water, go back to the house, drink me some juice. You know what I'm saying? I just juice some pineapples. You know what I'm saying? So I got some juice at the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm fasting today. Forget it. Boom. So I just dove into another little restaurant that I got to pass. It's a vegan restaurant. I got to pass on the way to the house. So boom, I stop by. I'm like, man, let me see if I'm tripping. Let me see if my intuition is really communicating to me. Right? So boom, I go in, boom, I smell the same smell. I'm like, now what does this have to do with the 4 days of me blowing my nose? I was going through a transition. I was going through a DNA upgrade. See, now I'm in a position I can smell and taste chemicals. See, I said before early in this live, I said just because you're vegan don't mean you're healthy. Just because you're vegan does not mean you're healthy. I said just because you're vegan does not what? So I started to understand, like, the shit that they calling food, it ain't even fucking food. So those 4 days of me waking up in the middle of the night, I'm sweating, I'm hot, I'm literally butt booty naked, and I'm leaning over my bed, like, bro, what is going on? I'm blowing my nose is dripping. Like, come on, y'all know, y'all know what snot is. It's all slimy and mucus. You know what I'm saying? Yo, my nose was leaking like water. Like, it's just dripping. It's just water. I'm like, yo, I don't know what's going on. Them 4 days, I could not sleep. None of that. The 5th day, I realized what it was. I was going through an upgrade. I was going through a transition, and here I am. All right? I pray I answered your question. And look, I get pretty kind of long-winded. You know what I'm saying? I get kind of long-winded when I speak about this, so y'all forgive me. You know what I'm saying? If some of y'all along here like, man, this nigga talk too much, look, forgive me. You know what I'm saying? I get real passionate when I speak about these things. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the individuals on here that I may be motivating or inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I just get motivated and passionate when I speak. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know what I mean? So, boom, let's see. We're finna add up in here now. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see. We got, I don't know if you a real person, bro. Wanda, I don't know. I'm gonna add, yeah, see, she got up out here. I'm gonna add Symmetry. Is unity. Aha, I like that. You raise your hand. Come on to the front of the class. Symmetry is unity. I like that.
Hello.
Hey, what's poppin', Queen?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing.
That's good.
Thank
Well,
you.
I've been watching your videos for a minute, and I just love the information that you put out. And one of the questions I have was, how do you stop absorbing other people's energy and just to like master your emotions? How do you do that?
You said, and you said, and do what? Mask what?
Master your emotions.
Master your emotions. How do you keep from absorbing energy?
Other people's energy, like if they're down, like I work at a store, so like when somebody like getting mad or frustrated about something or about a product, like they just, you know how people
Yeah, for
are,
sure.
and they get
Yeah,
all crazy, or
yeah,
when they want their way in some shape or form, I end up feeling that,
yeah.
like, you know, I feel upset, or like when I'm watching the news, I feel, you know.
Well, first thing, when it comes to the news, I advise you start watching it because, the first 10, 15 minutes is nothing but, you know, yeah. But to answer your question, how to keep from
Master.
absorbing other people's energy. I'm
Right.
gonna tell you, what I can do is I can only, tell you what works for me, right? So the first thing that I do, and this goes to the individuals that we may know, you know what I'm saying? Like when we may be getting a call from a friend, but we already know what buddy finna talk about.
Mm-hmm.
First thing first, you're too energetically expensive for me. I talk to you and I feel drained. I can't talk to you again. I can't
Mm-hmm.
because my energy is too poor. You understand what I'm saying? Um, when you in situations like dealing, basically customer service, first like I said, I can only speak on what I do for myself, right? First, what I do is that um, I master myself first,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which is my emotions. I master my energy first.
Right.
And how do I do that? Is by, for me, what works for me is shadow work. You know what I'm saying? And like I told the queen, the goddess that was on here a couple moments ago about meditating and what meditation did for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And my emotions, mastering my emotions. That's one
Mm-hmm.
thing, and of course, shadow work. So for an example, if I'm in line, you know what I'm saying, and somebody say something slick to me, and I get irritated, or I feel some type of way. Now, although, don't get me wrong, it's balance. Sometimes it ain't no healing that need to be going on. The nigga just got you fucked up. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Some people, yeah. But in some situations, and like I said, I only speak for myself. So in situations that I've dealt with, I had to pause and I had to ask myself, first off, why am I giving this person power over me? Because what we have to understand is that when I get mad, my body releases chemicals. My body releases chemicals that my body releases chemicals, and all the blood stops pumping to my vital organs, and it stays into my veins because it's a fight or flight situation. What we have to understand is also that these chemicals, when I get mad, speeds up my aging. You know what these chemicals do is they release oils that also make my body look old, pimples and acne and et cetera, et cetera. So what does this have to do with anything? Because now what we are doing is when we get mad at somebody else's actions, we have to understand that now we are punishing ourselves for what somebody else is doing.
Mm-hmm.
We're punishing our body. We're putting our body in a chemicalized state. We're shortening our lifespan based off what somebody else is doing. Now, again, it's balance. So sometimes you got to handle our business.
Right.
But, but again, one thing, what helped me was shadow work. master my emotions, meditation, and what you can also do is what works for me is breathing, learning how to breathe through certain situations, and also there's this thing it's a concept in the book Becoming Supernatural about creating a non-penetrable force field around you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mentally, but you know, anything in thought form is also in a spiritual form, also in energy form, also in frequency form. So if you think or even speak and imagine, because the biggest and the best nation we have is imagination. A force field around us that nothing can penetrate unless we let it. Unless we let it penetrate us. So those are the things, you know, like I said, that help me. Shadow work, meditation, imagining and thinking that there's a force field around me that no one can penetrate unless I let it. Not letting someone control me. Because if somebody can make you mad, they have control over you. They know what's gonna make you mad. They know how to control you. You know what I mean? So that's what helped me. And I pray I answered your question.
Thank you. And I brought it up because I had like a few arguments like in like my past and also like along with like my family. And I'm not really that type to, I'm usually known for just being quiet, being to the side, and like when I get out of character or confrontation, it's like I feel like a monster. Like I feel like because it's not my character to be that way. So I feel like at times when I do speak up for myself, or if I feel like I need to, handle my business, it's like it doesn't go right.
Yeah, I fully understand. I fully understand what you're saying. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So a couple years ago, I was going to therapy, right? And it was, my anger, et cetera, and of course, like I said, meditation and a lot of things, man. I'm like, I fully understood that, I wasn't at war with nobody but myself. And once I overcame myself, I can overcome anything. And, now I'm in this position. One thing that always stuck with me, and I also seen this as well before, it said that angry side that comes out of you is the side that know you deserve better. The angry side that comes out of you is you. It's balance. It's God and devil. You're good. Baby, it can get ugly quick. It's the shadow side. I got a double-headed snake on my back. One is me, one is my shadow. Your angry side is the side that know you deserve better. The best thing that I can advise you to do is when situations or you can because we can sense when situations are about to go here to there. It's pause, breathe, and ask yourself, will this serve my highest good? Now again, it's balance. Sometimes we gotta handle our business. But in some situations, we can just let them have it. Because guess what? You entertain the clown, you then become a part of the circus. I pray I answered your question.
Yes, you did.
All right, for sure.
Well, so much.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you for tapping in with me.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Have a good night.
You too. Have a good night.
Because we understand the power of 3, 6, and a 9, I'm going to say that last little woody woo 2 more times. You entertain the clown, you become a part of the circus. I said, you entertain a clown, you then become a part of the circus. You know, something just dawned on me when the queen said that bad side, you know what I'm saying, will come out, you know? And it's interesting that she used that term because, you know, we've all been programmed and indoctrinated and to believe that us getting mad, upset, us feeling mad and upset, speaking up for ourselves is wrong, is bad. Defending ourselves is wrong, is bad, you know? And we have to get in the habit, excuse me, of not demonizing our shadow side. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, you know, that's the side. And like I said, I can only speak for myself. You know, I see some of y'all agree with me, but that's just the side that just know that I deserve better. That's the side that knows I deserve better because my heart is so big. Because I don't bother nobody. I give, man. I love. I'm down to earth. You want to talk? What's up? I'm smiling. It's good energy. But don't play with me. See, when I be having these conversations, even about my shadow side, like, you know, I tend to expound on it's always up with me. And you know, I feel like it's because, you know, the street oriented side of me. You know what I'm saying? It's always up with me. And because it's always up with me, I prefer and I give my respect first because I don't want no problems. I don't. It's balance. Don't get me wrong, because spirituality is not all peace and love and light. You know what I'm saying? But I tend to give that peace, love, and light energy out more because I know how things could get. You know what I'm saying? So it's always up with me, but I bump into, oh, my bad, bro. I ain't mean to, forgive me, bro. Oh, no, excuse me. I apologize. Oh, man, please forgive me. It won't happen again, I promise, man. Yeah, have a good day. Oh, how you doing? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, my bad. I ain't mean to scuff your shoe, man. My bad, bro. And I keep it moving. Because I don't want to. I would rather uplift you. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather us bump shoulders and we mess around and embark on I would rather our interaction, however the universe just made us cross paths. If we bump shoulders for a reason. What's your intellect like? Now we in a mall. I accidentally bumped in it. You know, you accidentally bumped into me. But I apologize, say excuse me, and now we sit down having a whole hour and a half conversation about some conscious self-awareness shit. See, I'd rather it go there. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's just, you know, I just feel like, man, don't demonize that shadow side, man, because, you know, I got the double-headed snake. The first body of the snake is going into my head because, you know, the great chief of all serpents. But the second head of the snake is literally right here on my shoulder. That's my shadow side. You know what I'm saying? So we all got a shadow side, man. So don't even trip. You know what I mean? Don't even trip. Let's see. I'm a tackle a question over here real quick. Let's see what we got. Let's see. How do you know if you're under a spiritual attack? How do you know if you're under a spiritual attack? How do you know if you are under a spiritual attack? I'm going to keep it gangster with you. Boom. We've been under a spiritual attack before we even came out the womb. You have to understand what I'm saying. We've been under a spiritual attack before we even came out the womb. Through emotions, through programming, through colors, psychology colors, cartoons, food, chemicals, and food. We've been under a spiritual attack. The best thing I can tell you to do is play defense. Play defense, get in a position to be an offense, and now you can't be touched. That's what I advise you to do. Let's see who else we got up in here, man. Man. All right, let's see. Let's see. Maya Oasis. You raised your hand. Now you got to come to the front of the class.
Hello, hello.
Hey, what's poppin'?
Hey, guy. I'm not gonna get in the camera because I'm naked. I'm be honest. I don't like clothes.
No, it's all good.
I like to be in my natural form, but I gotta be obedient when I'm told to. So I'm gonna tap in with you.
Tap in.
First of all, I don't even know how I found your page. I'm not quite sure, but gratitude. I am quite sure. Let me stop playing. My ancestors like, you know how. Okay, so I am sure, but I'm grateful to have found your page, first of all. And second of all, I just want to tap in because these conversations are so electrifying. Okay. But first off is to the goddess who is saying, like, how do you not let people, like, get into steal your energy, like you said, giving your power away, I'm on a journey, which we all are, where I was forced, you know what I'm saying? Like, my ancestors, like, I'm done playing with you. You here for a purpose. You gonna fulfill this mission. If you did not, if not you, then who? You know what I'm saying? I kept hearing my ancestors say, if not you, then who? If not you, then who? So, I accepted it. I'm like, all right, let me accept who I already know who I am. But I want to first start out by saying I am always my ancestors' wildest dreams, and I do come here for a purpose bigger than just me, and we all do. But I had to learn how to, like you said, detach from, first of all, detaching from titles was my biggest thing, right? In this humanistic body of ours, we are sent here with titles to people, things, all kinds of stuff. And I realized that having those titles attached to me made me feel obligations that really were not my obligations, such as taking disrespect or, things from people who have a title to us, So I had to detach from all that because literally when I detached from all titles, that solved my problem there of being stressed, frustrated, overwhelmed, drained and things like that. And I had to look at first the soul first. Yeah, you may be my cousin or my sister, but let me look at your soul. What's your frequency vibrating on? Where you at? In the higher consciousnesses. And if we're not vibrating on that level together, yes, we're all students and teachers. I do believe that, but I'll have to just come back and get you when you're ready, So I had to realize that it's not my job to put everybody on my shoulders as I'm going up, but it's my job to do the work to go higher so I can come back when you're ready, though. Exactly. Because you got to be ready. You got to you got to be ready to sit in this class. And so as I'm in your class today, I'm your student. I don't mind being.
Wow.
I just want to say, first of all, you are so there's no words, because like you said, words are spells. So I have no words to describe who you are. I know you know who you are, but for me to just see you, like I told you earlier, you just in a vehicle right now. But the soul that chose to carry this vehicle of yours is just it's unmatched. Okay.
Gratitude.
So I'm just giving you gratitude.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I wanna capitalize on what you said as well when you said that if not you, then who? A couple guests ago, I spoke on that when I was little, right? And somebody would do something that they know they're not supposed to be doing, and they will face the consequences and repercussions. But when I do it, my consequences and repercussions is 10 times worse. And as I got older and I became more self-aware, I started to realize with my real eyes, that when you have watchers on higher realms, when you have watchers in higher places, and you know you're not supposed to be doing what the extras is doing. See, it's like a movie. See, you the main character, and you got extras around you. The extras are just there to emphasize who you are. So if you getting on somebody about something, right, you're actually getting on yourself that you need to prove. Now let me rewind. What does this have to do with, the actions and other beings being see, when you do something that you know you're not supposed to be doing, and you know that you're powerful. See, not consciously, because I was little, I was a kid. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I knew subconsciously, it's in my DNA, but as soon as we get down here, you know what I'm saying, our memory, our reason, et cetera, et cetera. But see the beings in high places that's watching over you and that's in charge of you, they're like, oh, okay, bet, this nigga wanna play, bet, punish him. He gonna learn. He gonna learn until he gets in that self-awareness and he understand his power, because with great power comes great responsibility. So you want to sit here and play? I bet. These are your consequences. I don't give a damn what he did. You did it. And you know you're not supposed to do it. We up here. You supposed to be up here, but you went down here for a reason. So you accomplish what you came down here for, and you get back up here. But you want to play, I bet. So I just wanted to capitalize on what you said. If not, you can who?
That's beautiful, because I had to learn that. I had to learn that lesson. I had to learn that literally, we chose this mission, man. Like, people have to overstand and understand that every cycle you're gonna go through, I like to say grow through, because I don't go through nothing. I'm always growing. But every cycle that I grow through, I chose that. And you want to know, and I chose to be here at this time of the greater collective shift in these higher consciousness, because I got work to do still, and that's when that's why we got to step outside of ourselves. And I always, I was asking you in the questions, have you watched the documentary Samadhi 1 through 3? And
let me write that down real quick.
Yeah, you got to tap into that. Very powerful documentary, but it's Samadhi, and it's basically teaching the death of the ego. You know what I'm saying? And truly, in order to rise to a higher consciousness, you have to allow that ego to die. And that's when I used to be afraid of death. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even understand death. I just thought you here one day, you go the next. But the truth is, when you die is when you truly live. Returning back home to your highest consciousness is truly, what we should all want. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be down here too much longer than I need to anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that this human body puts limits on me. But then I also understand that I'm here to show the consciousness that the human body is limitless, So I'm really learning so much stuff. And, my ancestors had me sit in a room. They was like, take your butt in that room and go fast, straight fast for 3 days. And, I'm up here like, what's up? Why? They like, man, take your butt in that room, go fast. I'm like, what's up? Within 3 days, I came out with a whole book. You know what I'm saying? And I know all the time when I'm talking to people, I tell people, this is ancient knowledge. You know, this knowledge was embedded in me. This is it. It comes from higher.
Yes.
It comes from things that do not have flesh attached to it. You know what I'm saying? And so I came out with my whole book. It's called Road to Divine Victory. But as I'm in my
That's
room,
your
I'm
book?
asking, yeah, it's called
Let me write this down real quick because I want to get that. I want to get that.
Yeah, it's called Road to Divine Victory. And you know, I got revelation. I didn't know divine victory was a thing. I thought victory and I thought it was all the same, but God told me like, nah, my higher self told me no. Go do your research. And I found out that victory was an act of defeating an enemy, opponent in a battle or a game or competition, but divine victory happens when God fights for you. It happens when the victory depends on God and not man. Divine victory has marks and characteristics that makes the whole world know that it was God who fought for you and gave you the victory, right? Which is your higher self. And so as I'm asking, they're like, you're going to write 7 chapters. I'm like, okay, what they going to be called? So the first chapter they gave me was watch your actions. What you do is who you are for real. You know, you got to watch what you do for real. And then they gave me fear, false evidence appearing real. But then I got another terminology, which is face everything and rise. Because truly, we're here to face everything and rise. And then I got chapter 3, which is vocabulary. You got to watch what you say. You got to really choose and be really intentional about what words you choose to say. Because like you said, it's spells. It's nothing but spells, you know, that you cast on yourself. And then I got LOL. And I said, what that mean? Levels of life. We down here on levels. It's levels to this. That's when they say it's levels to this. It's levels to this.
Wow.
And then
my last name is Levels. Like my real life.
period, because it's levels to this. I know who you are, God, on a whole nother level. We gonna talk on that. But chapter 5 was rich or wealthy, and this is where they get you brainwashed into I want to be rich. No, baby. Wealth, true wealth comes from nothing that has flesh attached to it. We wealthy. It's all spiritual. And that's why I was led to just quit a job. And people be like, oh, I'm okay. Yeah, work. A job is just over broke, man. And that's where they want us, just over broke. But broke to me is a mind, body, and spiritual aspect. Wealth is also the same thing. So you got to understand when they putting y'all in these jobs, they giving y'all job titles. They want y'all just over broke, but they want y'all that way in every aspect, right? And then I had to step out on faith and was like, what? How am I gonna get my bills paid? The normal questions everybody asks, and I had to get checked again because when you come from higher and you come, God, you got certain things that you are meant to do.
Hey, talk your shit.
So they were like, you gonna worry about money is energy. What? You vibrating at the highest level because you connected to the source. So therefore, ain't nothing that have energy attached to it you can't obtain. You can obtain everything. It's no amount of a dollar bill that matches your energy worth. It's none. So I'm sitting here, this is just to help somebody out, man. I got goosebumps over my body. I know I'm some energies are present. But thank you, first of all, ancestors. Thank y'all so much. Ascended masters, all y'all. My greater and high is good. I'm grateful. Yeah. But just people who are stuck, man, y'all gotta get unstuck. Y'all gotta get away from this ego. You are not the body. This is a vehicle that you rented. You rented that vehicle. Now you can upgrade that vehicle. It's up to you. Do you want to upgrade it? I wanted to upgrade my vehicle. So I stay in faith and say, I'm not going to work nobody's job. I'm going to sit here and allow the divine who created me to take me exactly where I need to be. That's what I've been on ever since. I haven't worked a job. I haven't worked for nobody. But besides only work that I'm permitted to do, my work look different. It's soul work. It's spiritual work. My work look different. And people won't understand that around you because they in a matrix, or they're stuck somewhere that truly, we helping them one day at a time get out. But I realized that, listen, it's bigger than me. if I don't tap into my higher self, there's people who will suffer, because before we get here, there's people attached to your purpose. You can't fail them. If you fail you, you fail them. And so I had to realize it's bigger than me. When I keep the mindset it's bigger than me, it's bigger than me. I really kept that and was like, I'm gonna run with that. I haven't worked nobody's job since, man. And then you know, the sixth chapter was the rebirth, which is your purpose. You got to understand that we posted the true meaning of life is dying before you actually ascend out of this body. You got to learn how to die. You got to learn how to die.
You have to destroy in order to rebuild.
Yeah, yes. And then the fifth one was the divine victory. And that's when I was like, all right, this was my blueprint. I wrote my own blueprint. I wrote my own healing. Well, I ain't gonna say I was the vessel that was used. You know what I'm saying? But ancient knowledge is spilled in this book. In 3 days, this book came about. And I know it's nothing but my ancestral line. So I'm grateful and always showing gratitude. But yeah, y'all, it's really not something that you know, I want to preach about, but it's more so something that as long as you are like he said, you got to be a student, man. The teachers are always present, and as long as you don't mind being a student, you know what I'm saying, then you won't be in your ego, because truthfully is you can learn from everybody. You can learn from anything. You know, and that's what I had to realize. Like, it doesn't matter. I detached from titles. I detached from all kinds of stuff, and now I'm just a being existing in this human experience. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, really, this is true inner peace. When you reach true inner peace, man, nothing else matters. It don't matter.
Wow.
It don't matter.
Hey, promote your book. Make sure you say the title again and say who it's by. So they can get it.
It's called Road to Divine Victory. Hold on. This is what it looked like, but it's Road to Divine Victory by Maya Oasis. 7 principles that lead to self-mastery. The link should be in my bio, but I'm so detached from this social media stuff, I'm not even gonna lie to you. If y'all want more information, y'all can DM me, but I'm so detached, y'all. I haven't been on there since December, so truthfully, I posted one video since last year, probably like 3-4 days ago, and that's because I was told to. But I'm so detached from this.
So how can we order the book? We got to hit you directly?
No, you can. It's on Amazon. You can go on Amazon. That's why I said the link should be in my bio. It's in my bio. So if y'all interested, definitely. But then Amazon, I am gonna say, like you said, when you are in a position, you got stuff working against you, but that's okay because you win every battle regardless.
Facts.
So they took my book and basically I had put a copy up there that I asked them not to publish because it had errors. Next thing you know, I go on there and the book is published and it's the one that literally has the most errors ever.
Yeah.
And they won't let me back into the account. They locked me out the account, and it's like for a year, 2 years, they have been sending me on a runaround. I can't get in contact with nobody from Amazon who will open up or just take the book down. So it's 2 of them on there. So yeah, that's what I've been dealing with my book, but I know why. You know, I know on a higher level why.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll put the right link in there, y'all. If y'all interested, just give me a couple minutes after I get off this live. I'll put the correct one up there because they getting profit off my book and I'm not.
I'm buying. I got to. That was powerful. And you know, before you go, it's interesting what you just said as well. Like, it's levels to it, right? And we have to understand that these quote unquote low vibrational entities there are also high vibrational entities. You have to understand that. Like, as you go higher and higher in your spiritual journey, because of course the journey is the destination, you're gonna reach low vibrational beings on high vibrational levels.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I just wanted to capitalize off that. Wow, that was
for
powerful.
sure. Well,
powerful.
I appreciate you, God. I really seriously do. Sending you gratitude, like I said, peace, love, and life to everybody on your live. And I'm gonna definitely tap in with you. If I'm gonna get on social media, it's gonna be because of this.
Yeah, for sure. DM me, and so we can continue having dialogue, man. I just want to give honor and thanks to the powers that be and the ancestors for connecting each and every last being. You know what I mean? I should know, man. So
Ashe. I
uh,
mean. All right, y'all. Peace, love, and life.
all right, God,
All
appreciate you.
right. Mm-hmm.
Powerful. Woo! You gotta let that motherfucker meditate, man. Look, they what I'm saying. Look, y'all be on my live and my page thinking I be talking some shit, but it's some folks. Y'all talking some shit. Hey, man. Whew. Hey, I don't know about y'all, but I got chills. See, when you get chills, you know it's spirits and it's beings and it's entities present. You know what I'm saying? Mm. All right, man. Woo. Man, we 2 hours in, y'all. It's 11 o'clock, man. We've been going crazy. You know, I just had to, you know. Hey, make sure y'all go grab that book, though. You know, we're going to give her, when we get off this live, we're going to give her some time to update. Road to Divine Victory. Mm-hmm. That was powerful. That was powerful. That was powerful right there, man. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'm pulled to add another person real quick and answer a few more questions, but then I'm pulled to, like, you know what I'm saying? It is kind of late, you feel? But I'm like, but shit, ain't nobody complaining. 11. We just ended a live on 11. Hey, listen, pause, breathe. Yeah, we just had to let that marinate real quick. Come on, man. Let's listen. I'm gonna add. Let's see. It's 11:12. It's getting kind of late, y'all. So look, I'm gonna answer one more question in the question box, and I'm gonna add one more person. All right, and then we gonna call it a night, y'all. All right. I'm gonna answer one more question. Let's see what we got. Let's see. All right, for sure. Okay, here go one question. It say, how do you protect your energy from those who aren't vibrating like yourself or higher? Family especially. Boom. So a few moments ago, right, I expounded on extras in movies, right? So let's say this, right? From a bird's eye view, right? We look at our situation, our life, our realm, our world. I'm talking about individually. I'm not talking about generally speaking. I'm talking about individually, right? So for an example, I'm gonna use myself for an example. My realm, my world, my space, my plants, my books, right? This is my world. This is my realm. This is my mind. Okay? We have to look at it from a bird's eye view of like a movie, right? Like I explained, I'm the main character, right? I got a mom, I got a dad, like sisters, brothers, son, whoever, whatever, friends, right? But this is my realm. This is my world. I control this world, this realm, by my thoughts, my words, and my actions, right? So we have to look at it as everything, every person, place, and thing is nothing but an extra to emphasize me. Okay? It is nothing but an extra to emphasize the main character, which is me in my realm, in my world, in my movie, in my mind, in my perspective. So if I am, let's just say I'm getting on somebody, or not in getting on somebody, excuse me, let me change that wording. If I am enlightening someone on a different perspective, right? And I'm attempting to bring in that being, that person, on a frequency that I'm on, but it's not impossible, but that's just not the chapter that they're in right now, right? My perspective, and I'm using myself as an example, is that whatever I'm enlightening this person on, I need to then look at myself in the mirror. Why do I say that? It's because every being is nothing but a reflection of myself. Okay? So if I'm enlightening somebody, maybe this is me enlightening my lower self at my highest self. And now I need to look myself in the mirror and understand what am I doing and or what am I not doing to get myself from here to there. Because at the end of the day, what we have to understand is that we cannot judge or try to push or try to attempt to move somebody out of the chapter that they're on. It's kind of like being in love, right? Because a lot of us either had these situations or been in these situations about loving the potential of someone. Not loving someone for who they are, but loving the potential. See, you so far ahead, your frequency and vibration is so high, you're ahead of your time that you're falling in love with somebody based off the chapter of 62 that you see, that you envision, that you can predict, that you can see the potential inside of them. See, we fall in love with potential. And see, we become denial of what the person actually is in the chapter that they're in. So what we have to do is it's two things that we have to do. We can either continue to love this person through the chapter that they're in and the chapters that they have to go through until the 62nd chapter that you see, and or you back away and you continue working on yourself. Because when you're dealing with somebody that's on a lower frequency or a lower vibration, or that's not on the vibrational frequency that you're on, you have to understand that it's only two things that's going to happen if you keep dealing with this person. It's either you're going to lower yourself to make them comfortable, to meet them where they are at, and or they're going to meet you. And the third thing is stepping away from the situation. I pray I answered your question. That was a question by Unlimited Shades of, for sure. Now I'm gonna add one more person, y'all. It's getting late. I'm gonna add one more person, and we're gonna get up out of here. All right, y'all. Let's see what we got. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Okay, it's been nothing but the goddesses. You know what I'm saying? The feminine gods that's been tapping in. So I'm gonna add a god up in here, man. Get a little balance, get a little masculine, a little, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm adding Eric Official. You raised your hand, come to the front of the class, big dog. Come on to the front of the class, bro.
What's good, brother?
What's the grand? God, how you feeling?
Man, all is well. How about you?
I'm doing beautiful, man. Amazing.
That's good, man. I just ran into your page, man. I think about last week, man. I was like, hey, man, this brother got some good content, man. So, hey, I've been enjoying it so far, man.
Gratitude, man. You know, it makes me smile, and it enlightens to know, you know what I mean, to know that, bro. So for sure, I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely, man. So, man, I got a question for you. So, you know, I'm into like the health world or whatnot, just like, you know what I'm saying, you are. What do you think the hardest thing to be disciplined about? I know that's kind of a broad question.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to just ask you, what do you think the hardest thing to be disciplined about? Like, you know, just from either, it could be sex, food, just anything. What do you feel is like on a scale from like 1 to 3 or whatnot?
Okay. What's the hardest thing discipline for me?
Yeah. Or just
Okay.
for, as people in general, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. Oh, okay. Well, I feel like the hardest thing is overcoming self. You know what I'm saying? Overcoming, from my perspective, it's overcoming self, because once you overcome self, you know what I'm saying, you overcome flesh. Like what I said a few guests ago, I was at war. When I was in the streets, you know what I'm saying? When I was, doing whatever I was doing, I realized that I was at war, and I understood and understood that a great warrior only fights to have peace. And we have to understand, even with the young homies that's in the streets, and even with myself, I was programmed to direct my warrior energy into something self-destructive. You know what I'm saying? And so when I started to really realize with my real eyes, I started to understand that I'm not at war with nobody but myself. You know what I'm saying? So I had to overcome myself. And, when I overcame like I say, when you can overcome yourself, when you can overcome the flesh, you can then overcome anything and everything. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that I had to overcome for me was, and I spoke about it, was my emotions. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very passionate person. Even when I be on these lives, I may project my voice a little bit, then I'll pause and apologize because I may be startling someone. You know what I mean? So, but I'm a passionate person. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things I had to overcome was my emotions. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I had to overcome was, of course, my sexual energy. I mean, shit, that's most of us men, period.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna speak for all the men that don't want to take accountability. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that I most definitely had to take accountability and master, and you know what I'm saying, take control of, was my sexual energy. Why do I say that? Is because I have high sexual energy. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was younger, and I had to, and it got to a point where even the partners that I had couldn't really keep up. And so it got to the point where I'm like, yo, what? Like, is it something wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? And so when I started to dive more into sexual energy and Taoism, with Taoism, sex and intimacy, I started to realize that a person with high sex energy has high healing energy.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I had to learn was that understanding that sexual energy is one of the most powerful energies there is. Because it's creating sex, intimacy. Sex is there to create, period. What are you creating?
You know what I'm saying? Look how big we are now. We came from that energy. And
you're creating a whole nother being.
Yeah.
The woman's vagina is a portal. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're creating and even when you tap into sex magic, that creative energy could be used for manifestations.
Man, facts. And a lot of men, man, one thing you can tell men a lot of time, man, you tell them, man, like, because a lot of guys, they just, like you said, they living in the flesh, so all they want is that, you know, their release. You know what I'm saying? So once you get past their release and then you start SR, I'm not sure if they'll, you know, allow you to say it, but when you start practicing the semen retention, whatever, man, it takes you to another level, and you don't just have to worry about just getting off. You know what I'm saying? You go past, and then, like you say, the most beautiful thing about a person is what's within, not on the outside. Because as humans, we so fixated on how somebody looks on the outside. Sometimes it's like I even made a video. I said a lot of people that work out are sick. And a lot of people like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's people out here with abs. It's people out here with big muscles. But if their arteries are clogged up, if the blood can't flow like it needs to flow, it's like, what are you good for?
You know weak. I was just having this conversation with a queen the other day. A lot of big people that swole are actually weak.
That's all that's a symbol of. It's a lot of food on them. A lot of clogged up arteries. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I tell anybody, man, it's just like a lot of people be like, oh, you gotta have your protein, you gotta have your meat. I don't count calories, I don't count the protein, I don't count any of it. Like I said, the only reason that they think that animal protein is good, is complementary to what we should be eating, is because the amino acid complex in animals are similar to the amino acid complex in humans. And on top of that, it helps with proper protein synthesis, meaning our body will absorb a lot of it. Like, so as you lifting weights, you know, you're getting bigger, you're getting the muscles. But the thing with animal protein is that animal protein can differentiate between good cells and bad cells. It makes all cells grow. So if you're on that protein, the cancer's gonna grow, the tumor's gonna grow, everything gonna grow. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, I'm gonna touch on that, but I'm glad you brought up the semen retention and ejaculation control class, because even when it comes to sexual energy for men, like I teach a class, I got over 200 men in my semen retention ejaculation control class that I teach about not solely focusing on the ejaculation, but transmuting that energy up the energy centers, which they call the Kundalini rising, and letting it rest in the crown and pulling it into the heart chakra. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to the proteins, I mean, shit, you hit it on the spot. We have to understand the chemistry and the biology of the body. Like, our body is not made to digest complex protein. It's made to digest simple protein, which is nothing but simple amino acids.
Right, and you can get that in vegetables and all that.
Hello,
you know?
Hello. The biggest, the oldest, and the strongest animals on this plane right now
are plant-based.
Are only eating vegetables. Hello.
They don't.
The biggest, the strongest, and the oldest animals only eat vegetables.
And the ones that are praised for their sexual powers, they're plant-based.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? So
you know some shit.
I'm gonna definitely have to check out that class, man. I didn't know you had it or whatnot, but I definitely want to mind being a part of the community, man. See what's going on in there, man. Being around good, positive, like-minded people.
So yeah, man. I teach a lot in that class, man. A lot. I teach breathing techniques. You know, when you're indulging in intimacy, I teach breathing techniques and, you know, different stretches. You know, open up the hip muscles, because you know when you being intimate with a woman, you know, if you can open your hip muscles, especially when you practicing, she can feel that charge. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't doing nothing but cultivating and recycling that creative energy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when that creative energy is just sitting right there in a sexual organs, and you got your hip muscles open, and Hey, tap into the class.
Hey,
Tap into
hey,
the class. You
hey,
know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Look, you know, because
Hey,
it's women. It's women. It's the God. It's the divine feminine gods on here. So you know, I ain't trying to get them all riled up. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You
yeah,
tap into the class, bro.
yeah, definitely,
For
definitely,
sure.
definitely, bro. I feel like the last thing I want to say, man, just like any men who watching, semen retention, man, it's the way, man, bro. You can manifest whatever you want to, man,
Facts.
because you, me, everybody else on this live, man, we came from that sexual energy.
Facts.
So if you keep that in you and put it into your goals and
Facts.
transmit energy, man,
Hello.
hey, next level.
People be asking me how you got 7 businesses? How you running 7
Man,
businesses?
bro, I created 3 businesses in like 9
hey,
years.
hey,
You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm
hey.
talking, no, bro, I guarantee you, bro, you can go to sleep at 8 p.m. And then the more nutritious you eat, as practicing semen retention, the less sleep you need. You can go to
Hello.
sleep at 8 a.m. and
Hello.
wake up at 8 a.m. hardwired out 45 hours of sleep.
Hello.
Now you're ready to work. And then you waking up at 2 a.m., you done what already half of your task by 6 or 7 a.m. before the enemy even get a chance to get up. You done worked out, read, showered, you know what I'm saying? Did stuff dealing with the businesses and everything.
Hello. Hey.
It's definitely level,
Yeah,
man.
you know some, yeah, for sure.
Hey,
you
we
know some shit.
keep in touch, bro, man. Hey, for real,
Yeah,
for
tap
real.
in. Hey, make sure you DM me so we can, you know what I'm saying? We can have this dialogue, bro.
Bet. Sound good, bro, man. Appreciate you, brother, man.
Love, God. I appreciate you, God.
I don't know how to get off here, love, God, man. I don't know how to get off. I'm never on live, man. I'll probably
I don't know. Just click around some shit. I don't know. Just do what the other people was doing. Just click around some shit.
All right, bro.
Shit, because I don't even know. Let me see. Is this it? Oh, look. Is that it? No, that ain't.
I'm out there, click back on, so it'll work.
All right, for sure.
All right.
For sure. My boy Eric Official, man. Hey, make sure you DM me, man. Make sure you DM me, man. Yeah, my boy knows some shit. Hey, man, my boy knows some shit. Yeah, man. Tap into that. Oh, real quick. Also, is one thing I did want to touch on with Eric, my boy. Hey, bro. So this is the thing. Also, the men in this class, and the women in this class. If you want to, you know, introduce, you know what I'm saying, your man into this. You know what I'm saying. So I teach about, there's 2 different things about when it comes to semen retention and ejaculation control, right? Now, semen retention is, of course, for the men that don't have a partner, of course, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is that when you're practicing ejaculation control, it's different because when you are doing semen retention, you don't have a partner, right? So there's no yin and yang being transferred. But when you're practicing ejaculation control, right, there's yin and yang. What you're doing is you're being intimate with your partner, but yet you're solely focused on your partner. You're making sure your partner is being fulfilled. You're making sure your partner is feeling the divine masculine love. Because once you start taking your time and that energy is resting in that heart chakra, and you know, the vibrations and the sexual organs and et cetera, she's more open to give herself, to give her yin essence. You know what I'm saying, to you, and you're able to give your yang essence. And so when that is being transferred, it's a divine feminine and masculine being transferred. It's a divine yin and yang being transferred, and you can develop more energy when you're practicing ejaculation control over semen retention. Although I teach both. You know what I'm saying? But I also teach, again, facts don't care about feelings. I gotta speak the facts. You build more energy, more creative energy when you are indulging more into ejaculation control, when you're solely focused on your partner. One thing we have to understand is, men, for my men in this class, we have to understand. Listen, y'all, give me 10 more minutes. We gonna get off here, all right? Give me 10 more minutes, I promise. What we have to understand to our men is that to a female that you're maybe just indulging in, or you know, that y'all are, you know, getting to know each other, you have to understand that it takes at least at least 10 to 15 minutes to warm her vagina up. I'm gonna just, I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. I'm gonna just dive in. It takes 10 to 15 minutes to warm the vagina up. Now, if we rewind a little bit, we have to understand, especially when we are in a relationship, we have to understand that intimacy doesn't just start in the bedroom. Intimacy start when you first get up. When you first rise in the morning, it's grand rising, babe. You okay? Grand divine rising. I send my love. I send, if y'all stay together, hey, here you go, queen. I made you some tea. You know what I'm saying? Constant affirmations. You know what I'm saying? Constant speaking life, constant motivation, constant expressing love and love languages. You know what I mean? So intimacy doesn't just start in the bedroom. You feel what I'm saying? It starts when you first rise in the morning. You understand what I'm saying? So that's one thing we have to understand. And you have to, and then when you have your partner tapped into that, when you have your partner tapped into that, she'll be ready all day. You feel what I'm saying? She'll have the day. You know what I'm saying? You doing what you need to do as a God. But shit, but who? She don't, you feel me? But boom, you pause. You know what I'm saying? What you're doing is you're warming her up, right? So then when you get into the bedroom, like I said, if she's not already warmed up, it takes, some women, you know what I'm saying? It takes 2-3 minutes. They be ready to dive in. But I'm speaking generally here, right? It takes at least 10 to 15 minutes to warm the vagina up to even be ready to be penetrated. So for my men that just be rushing and just dive in, buddy, it ain't gonna work like that. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta warm it up. You know what I mean? Now, I can dive deep in this mud. We'll be on here for a whole nother hour because I be, in my semen retention, in my ejaculation control course, man, I be diving in and I be teaching my men how to really, so my man, if y'all wanna, you feel me, tap in, got over I think it's 217, 18 men in my class. I'm teaching. Now, as I'm teaching, I'm still learning myself. All right. So we all students. All right. I'm just spilling my knowledge. You know what I mean? So for sure. Yeah. You know what I mean? I just had to get in there real quick. You feel what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to, elaborate on the difference between semen retention and ejaculation control. You know what I'm saying? Because, semen retention is really good, but ejaculation control is better. If you have a partner, you know what I'm saying? Focus on her, breathe with her. You feel what I'm saying? Be connected. Different sex positions also heightens the exchange of yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? For an example, right? All right, look, I'm gonna spill one little knowledge and we gone. All right, 5 more minutes, 2 more minutes. I'm gonna spill one little thing and we gone because this right here is really for my course. You feel what I'm saying? But when I feel that energy, I gotta elaborate. So, for an example, when you, as a man, when you are on top of your partner, right? One of the greatest positions to be in is when you are on top of her, right? And pelvis to pelvis, stomach to stomach, chest to heart, mouth to mouth, hand to hand. Now, peep the body parts that I'm expounding on. Okay, understand, overstand, and understand the body parts that I'm expounding on what shall be connected. All of this is what? The chakras. So when you're pelvis to pelvis, you're solar, sacral. You know what I'm saying? Your heart chakra. You know what I'm saying? Your throat. If your mouth to mouth, it's your throat chakra, right? You could be forehead to forehead, pineal, crown. These energies, this position heightens the yin and yang when you're being intimate with your partner. And what it does is just heightens the creative energy between the both of you. Now, last thing I'm gonna explain, we get up out of here, y'all. All right. Now, why do I say be hand in hand? Peep game. Okay, so boom. We've been programmed and conditioned to pray like how? Like this, right? Now we're praying, we're asking for things. We are in the process and we are in the the mindset of wanting to receive something, right? But how can you receive anything like this? How can you receive anything like this? You cannot, right? So the best way to pray, to speak your affirmations, whatever the case may be, is like this. Why? Because just like the bottom of our feet is the soles of our feet, peep game, the bottom of our hand is also the soles of our hands. So if they are covered like this and you're manifesting, you're asking God, the cosmos, the universe, ancestors for something, how can you receive anything? These are also your energy centers. Okay, these are also we have 7 main chakras, really got 8 main chakras, because beyond the crown it's the kai, the energy, that the energy field that actually connects you to source, to spirit, to the unifield, but we ain't even gonna get onto that. But although we have 7 to 8 main chakras, we also have more chakras than just the main chakras there is. And our hands is one of our main ones, just like the bottom of our feet, which is the soles of our feet. So when you're hand in hand, right? So when you're chakra to chakra with your partner, and you're hand to hand with your partner, you are literally divinely circulating energy, which is nothing but energy in motion, energy, frequency, vibration. You're exchanging energy, yin and yang. Whoo. I don't know, don't ask me. All right, so for sure, man, look, we did what this damn near 3 hours, y'all. 3 hours, like, it was so powerful, so beautiful, so amazing. I just want to give honor and thanks to the powers that be, the ancestors, the cosmos, God, for connecting all of us and crossing paths with all those that joined the live, that had questions, that are exchanging energy even through the chat amongst each other. I give honor and thanks, and I speak life and power into the powers that be, and to each and every being that is on this live, that is connected with me, to me. Ashe, yo, amen, I mean, whatever you subscribe to. Listen, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Tonight was very powerful. I will save this live. It's gonna be, in the live section on my page. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I'm speechless. I am speechless because, it's just the energy, the powerful energy, man. Powerful. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Major gratitude. Hey, Maya Oasis, man. Hey, make sure you DM me and bro. I forgot my boy name. Make sure you DM me too. You know what I'm saying? So we can connect. And to the rest of y'all, man, I thank y'all. I give gratitude. I give honor and thanks to each and every last one of y'all for tapping in, for being a part of the community gathering. I'm going to have these more often. Once a week, we got to do these. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's kind of like a powwow. You know what I'm saying? Because, like all the ancient scriptures say, you know what I'm saying? As iron sharpen iron, as one hand washes another, as iron sharpen iron, as a hand washes another, man sharpens man. So I feel like, this is sort of like a little powwow for all of us. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be doing this once a week, man. We're going to keep tapping in. We're going to keep exchanging energy. We're going to keep being transparent and honest as possible, man, because we don't know who we're reaching. We don't know who lives we are changing. We don't know who we are, who we're motivating, and who we are inspiring. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to keep doing this, man. Again, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. All right. Gratitude. I send nothing but health, wealth, peace, success, unlimited happiness to each and every last one of y'all. All right. Peace. Y'all have a great night.